Candy Mountain. Not Real Radio. We got phone lines 234 from the ceiling to the floor. Straight to the explosions drop them walls. To all these buildings fall. To all skeet skeet, motherfucker. To all skeet skeet.
God damn.
God damn.
There's another motherfucker in there.
I heard you listening to the acapella earlier.
Music God gave me fine. Give me something, take me one more time.
The acapella.
Get low to the windows, to the walls, till the sweat drop down my balls, till all these bitches crawl, till all ski motherfucker, till all ski, goddamn, go all ski motherfucker, till all ski, goddamn, I got what?
See that?
The acapella both exposed how good some of the parts of that song is and how horrible some of them are.
When I wanna make a female twerking, fucking the clothes off, fucking naked, hold this on and don't disrespect it.
And you could tell they could write a chorus, but the verse is pretty weak.
That's a fun song, man.
Some real rappers to come in.
That reminds me of 8th grade, man. We used to jam out.
8th grade. All right.
Dude, that came out when we were in 8th grade. Excuse the fuck out of me. What do you mean? 8th grade. Motherfucker, that's the grade it was. No coughing in the studio.
No coffee, no coughing, and yes, it was in the 8th grade.
Y'all can drink whatever you want, like I said.
Oh, my Lord.
You know, take that dog.
You know what it is now? She doesn't get energy from coffee. She sucks it out from me.
I get energy from these nuts, bitch.
You notice it's changing too, huh?
What?
Started with the eating. Now it's just getting earlier and earlier.
What's that?
Whatever this is.
I can't hear you.
Right,
What are we
whatever
talking about?
Whatever that is. Sucking the energy out. The energy vampire. The whole.
Yeah.
Dude, how am I the energy? Y'all have not said a fucking word for me to suck from. Y'all just been silent.
How can we when you're constantly getting berated, Allie?
Right, exactly. Let's see how that goes next time.
We're all sinners.
That's right.
Man, fuck this show. Fuck everything, man. I'm just like in that mood. It's getting to be. Fuck.
I can't say good. I can't fucking actively listen.
No, because it's like kicking the man when he's down.
Kick your dog. I'm not talking to him. How is it kicking somebody when they're down when you say yes and agree to what they're saying?
He was just explaining how he wasn't having fun doing it, and he was saying fuck everything, and then you come back and say good. Like you're like saying good, fuck everything. Like, no, what?
Why not? He does a better show when he's pissed.
I'm not going to fight to do this show. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to yell over. I'm not going to argue.
Me either.
Like, I don't get it. It's just not, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to go through that.
Nobody said to.
So, you see what I'm saying? I can't even say that.
No, but I don't get, like, what
now.
are we talking about?
I don't know why you seem a little bit hostile right now.
No, I'm not.
If there's something you need to do, maybe have a cup of coffee or something. I don't know.
No, I'm fine. You have the problem, actually.
How do we have the problem when we started the show and you're kind of disrupting it the whole time?
How?
Go.
What the fuck? Y'all, we weren't doing anything.
I understand.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't feel like arguing.
Me either. Like, I'm agreeing. I don't get it.
It's just really not much going on.
Okay.
No, there's really not much going on at all, dude.
Like, we didn't have much entertainment. And then when we did have a little bit with, like, real life stuff, right?
Right.
It's
Can't
powerful.
say that. Go ahead.
Can't say what?
He said right. He can agree with you, but I can't. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out.
I'm adding to the story. I'm not
That's
taking
what
it
I
away.
was fucking doing too, though. How do y'all get to pick and choose whose input is more valid?
I guess it's a way about the way you're going about it.
Okay, so when I say I agree, and then he says right, for some reason those two things are completely different.
I don't know what the fuck this conversation even is.
Me either.
Like, I don't know
so
what
confused.
it is. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just like a struggle more and more each week to try to find stuff. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. That's the noise you fucking made.
I did not make that noise. You
Bullshit.
crazy? Dude,
I
what's
heard
wrong
it.
with
You
you?
Oh,
did.
we'll
I
play
heard
that
it.
shit. You know what? We got something for next week.
Yeah, right.
Perfect.
Already. We're building next week.
12:24.
Did she make that sound?
Yeah, goddamn.
Yeah, you did, dude. This always sounds.
I wonder last
God
week.
for fucking bid. Do y'all want me to go upstairs and y'all do the show? I really don't care. Is that better? I can't make a fucking sound. I can't say a word. What would you like me to do?
I don't care what you do.
Just turn my mic off for the first hour then or something. Do what y'all need.
Oh, man. I definitely didn't want to do half the shit on this list. And this wasn't even on it. I want to do this even less.
Okay.
I don't know. Good thing our numbers are low.
Right? Jeez.
Because that's what I think keeps us being able to be on YouTube. I think there's certain things that we get to fly under the radar and still continue to do that other people can't do. So, like, if you're listening out there, don't tell your friends or don't share the show. Don't do stuff like this. It's a very underground show for us to stay to where we can say whatever we want. Then we have to stay underneath the radar, and Mayday can play songs from things we don't own copyrights on. And I can use images in the promos from pictures that we didn't take or own. That would all come to an end if we had enough people to listen. Including phone calls that we didn't take. You wouldn't be able to not call in.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Sorry about that.
I think that's why a lot of those shows are struggling. And I'm watching shows and they become horrible because if they're talking about something, they kind of can't show it. You know, back in the day, man, having clips of different movies or a story you were talking about, you could use the actual clip, and that you can't. So you don't really get many good like videos like that. That in the news, like now you can't get the news.
Jesus, yeah.
Because I think for one time, like not too long ago, you probably had some of the best. Somebody's on the phone.
Wow, that was
Hey,
quick.
what's up? Talk to me on NRR Radio. It's just creepy sitting there listening.
Well, there we go. Somebody coughing?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Who's this?
Man, you got about as much content as me.
You got the phone broken, Mayday?
I don't know. Can you hear us?
Y'all can hear me, but I can't hear y'all. I get no audio.
You
That's
can't hear
weird.
us. I don't know.
Something
There's a
wrong.
monkey, bro. I don't hear y'all at all, though.
Something not plugged in.
No.
Oh,
Watch your ears.
wait. Is that it?
Oh, hey.
Hey, you hear you?
Hey.
You
up,
hear
buddy?
you?
Yeah, I hear you now. What's up, y'all? Listen. Can we just go back to, like, hating Needlebag Doodle, man? That was better times. What the fuck?
Doodle, man.
Dude, ain't nothing even going on out there. I was I was something. I was enjoying watching people fight and argue. They couldn't do anything creative and make music or videos. At least they were fighting each other. And then that kind of stopped.
Right.
That went away.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
everybody's, like, hugging each other and, like, hoping they get Rona, so we, like, beat it, like, herd mentality, right? What the fuck?
Oh, that would be the smartest thing. Look, this thing ain't going to end until it ends. Like, let's speed it up. If I can get bored of this shit.
Right. Yeah. But no, I get you, dude. Like, I feel you, man. Like there's literally, like, this week has been, like, shit. Like, nothing's going on. Like, we had, like, what, some shit blow up? Like, literally, that's about it.
That explosion was
Didn't even
pretty
happen to
fucking...
us. It was cool, though.
Dude, okay, like, real shit. Didn't that look like Michael Bay's wet fucking dream of an explosion?
It was pretty amazing.
Dude, where was I?
What?
Put it
It
in
was-
here. I forget what chemical it was. It was the chemical I think that you
Ammonium
make...
nitrate.
And which
Yeah.
is the chemical I think you make bombs out of.
Yeah, that's what like Tim
the
McVeigh
reason,
used. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. On
I
that.
think the reason why it was stored there is because it was confiscated, but then they couldn't figure out what to do with it. So it just like sat in that warehouse for 6 years until it decided to blow
Bad
up
enough.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, well, from what I understand is they were doing some work in the area, and they were, like, welding or some shit like that, and they didn't ventilate it properly, and whatever, like, the welding sparks ignited it, whatever government story you want to believe, but that's just what I understood.
Yeah, because that one sounds bad. I hope you fuck that up, or else they need to work on their excuses, because that shit sounds pretty dumb, huh?
Well, dude, somebody was all like, dude, like, that's fireworks. And I was all like, that's some Joe Dirt-ass fireworks, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, they could at least said a plane flew into it. Fuck, you gotta come up with something. Like, name somebody. You got 15 minutes to come up with a name so you can start bombing somebody else. Like, get with the program. What is wrong with these people?
It's all good, man. That ship was as old and bombing like the fucking old boomer New Orleans music scene, so we're fine.
Dude, and then I hear, I think some other news coming out of there is like all the superpowers are trying to get in line to buy up that place. Like, they all want to be the ones. Look, we're saving them. We're doing this. We're sending them this money, all trying to get a piece of that, probably oil money over there.
Well, yeah, I'm about to say, we're not going to go fix it unless there's oil there. Then they need some freedom. You know what I mean?
You're damn right.
But, no, man, I just fucking heard y'all having a wonderful time, and I was like, let me call and say, hey, I fucking miss you fuckers.
We missed you, man.
Yeah, we had to fight with each other because we ain't got nobody else to fight with.
Yeah.
It's all good, dude. You know, just shit on Ricky here and there, and me. We'll be fine.
Oh,
I'm sure, like, the next, like, 2 or 3 weeks, we'll give you something to hate us on. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll make it easy.
Oh, purposely bad Ricky. I gotta snooze him again.
I don't think it's purposely, actually.
Yeah, snooze Ricky again. Sharing.
You would be surprised.
Sharing
you would be surprised.
Daily Mail propaganda. Like, I'm cool with sharing propaganda, but just have a better news source than Daily Mail. I think he likes them because they write articles that are purposely bad.
I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be satirical, but then it's just cringe as fuck. So,
Yeah,
but
right.
I get it. You know.
Right.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to holler at y'all. You know, break the tension. You know, just whatever. Nah, dude, I just missed y'all. I wanted to say hey, and I was talking to Allie in the chat. I was like, well, fuck, I'm just gonna call then.
Man, your hair's growing out?
What's that?
Did you get another haircut yet?
No, I haven't got it cut since the other day when we did the Cog show. No, not the Cog show. The Southport show. The one-off, you know.
Yeah, you gonna cut it again or what?
I haven't decided yet. By the way, dude, I heard y'all review of that show, and I just wanted it for the record. That was never a black shirt. It was like a fucking dark gray Star Wars shirt. So, just wanted to set that straight.
So I was right.
Huh?
So I was right.
No.
You said it was a black shirt that's been washed too much, and Allie said it was a gray shirt, and it was just a gray shirt.
He said it was mauve, and I'm like, how could it even be close to that?
Man, the camera must have did weird shit to it then.
I mean, we had a blue screen behind us. So, I mean, it's like, you know.
Your eyes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Weird gray shirt on a blue background, man. That'll do it, man.
Yeah, dude. Apple 65, bro. You know.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, good. Glad
Anyway,
you cleared that
man,
up.
Yeah. You know, whatever. But I'll be listening in, dude, while I'm doing my normal video gaming. Just want to holler at y'all, say hey.
Oh, yeah, brother.
So, yeah, brother and sisters. Y'all have a good one, man. Love y'all. Miss y'all.
All right, man.
Same.
Later.
Fuck out of here!
Later.
What is all these angry people you have? You got a lot of new.
We're all sinners.
I
Who
sent
is
him
that?
that. You never heard that video?
Get the fuck out of here! Fuck you! I'm trying to help you, motherfucker! You motherfucking accuser! You fucking accuser! Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser!
What is that from?
Crazy fucking like person at Walmart.
And like she started yelling at this dude, telling him he needs to repent and stuff, and he's like, "No, thank you, please leave me alone." And that's when she starts saying, "I'm trying to help you, motherfucker." It's just great.
And
And
people
she's
don't
so
want
mad.
nobody's help.
And he was very polite about it too.
He tried to, and she was just fucking brutal, and she wouldn't leave him alone.
Doesn't sound like she had a mask on.
No, she didn't.
No.
It's kind of older.
I'm trying to help you, motherfucker!
I definitely can tell when somebody talks through a mask, but I'm having trouble realizing if people are wearing them or not.
Why? What do you mean?
What does that mean?
I've had a couple occasions where I could not remember if the person I dealt with was wearing a mask or not.
All right. Interesting.
I'm not seeing the mask anymore.
They must have had decent teeth, because you would have remembered if they were jacked up.
I just don't even see them like when I'm out anymore. Like if a person has one or doesn't, I don't even notice it anymore. It's very weird.
It is weird.
And I don't know why I had those moments to where I'm like, did that person have a mask on? I couldn't even remember.
Everybody I've dealt with has had one. So it's like I'm just used to it, I guess.
So I'm walking to throw the garbage away the other day, and a word popped in my head. It had to do with how we deal with, what is it called? Different thoughts. Like you have a lot of things that you give your brain time to think about.
Yeah, process and chew on. And
Like when you're at work, it's usually, for women, it's shopping, or for guys, it's what they're going to do when they go home.
Right.
And while you're at work, and then when you're at home, usually spend a little time thinking about being at work. And then you got things like the news and current event things that you got time for, plus, you know, entertainment and things you like to do and watch, you know, for entertainment wise. And then there's also like that gossip thing to where it's just pure gossip.
Yeah.
And you got all these things. I was like, man, people compartmentalize what they think of and how many is that?
I can't
You can't even fucking say it.
Like compartmental.
Compartmentalize. That's 5, dude.
10.
Yeah, that's good. That's the God's big ass word of the week.
5 syllables. Yep. Pretty
But
good.
yeah, so I went and looked it up because I didn't know if that was right, and I went and looked it up, and it's a subconscious psychological defense mechanism used to avoid cognitive dissonance.
God damn, dude.
Whoa, man, you've been getting good.
Is your
dude.
brain fucking like growing or something?
It's
it's
from
all-
the mental discomfort and anxiety caused by a person having conflicting values, cognitions, emotions, belief, and different things like that
I think
within
one of those
themselves.
things wasn't a word. Cognitions.
Cognitions. What is that? Premonitions, but with a C? Yeah, same thing. But anyway,
I think it's almost like
gray,
predicting. I
black,
think it's
whatever.
almost like predicting something or knowing something happened or gonna
but I
happen.
enjoyed giving that a little bit of thought, and then thinking about the people that I know and the different situations you're in of where different people's minds go, like when they're kind of at rest too. Like that's one of the interesting things to me is when your mind can actually be at rest. Where does it go to, and what do you think about?
There's a Bare Naked Lady song about that. I really love it. It's called When You Dream.
This would be while you're awake.
Can you
What
say
about
the whole
daydream,
word?
dumbass?
Can you say the whole word?
What?
Compartmentalization.
Compartmentalization.
Compartmentalization. 7?
7.
I think that's
Yeah.
fucking.
God damn,
Big
that's
ass
a
fucking
record.
word.
Yeah, that's a big word.
Yeah, it must have been the fucking brain books I read.
They're working.
They
I
are.
didn't know
Somewhere
you could
that
fit
word
any more.
was stuck inside my head. I'm
Right.
glad it got out. There's a lot more room now. I could fit 7 other words in the place of that. There's only got room for so many words.
For real.
I was really thinking of that though, and I'm like, why the fuck do I know that word? And why am I thinking about this right now?
That's pretty impressive.
I don't know.
Smarter, man.
Can I ask something stupid about the mask since we were talking about that? Like, do you ever wonder how somebody can recognize you with it on? Somebody else on the
Yeah,
phone?
and I've met
But people
people.
recognize me from like, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was in your
Yeah, shut this fucking down.
Say, dog, look, this shit sound like hooked on phonics, dog. Y'all need to stop counting syllables and shit, dog. This shit boring as fuck, dog.
We got tired of yelling at each other. I figured I'd just use a lot of syllables, try to throw things off.
Say, dog, you know, I'm a lyrical wordsmith. Syllables is my thing, dog. You know, say, dog, I know y'all heard like that big explosion in Beirut, dog. The cause of that was my album dropped in Beirut. girl.
Dirty broke the internet.
That was one hell of
Say,
a
dog.
mic.
Say, dog, that shit's called street scripture, dog. That shit's about to hit the U.S. after this COVID, you heard me?
Nice.
Say, dog, you know, Wuhan brought over the corona, dog. Shit, fucking, they gonna bring over the street scripture, dog. Cancel Christmas, you heard me?
They're working on that. They gotta start with Halloween first. Can't cancel it all in the same week. Gotta save something.
Say, dog, this Halloween, I already know what I'm wearing, dog. I'm just gonna take a bed sheet off that bitch and be a ghost, dog. You heard me?
Like, be careful what party you go to like that.
Say, dog, it's crazy out here, dog. I'm over in Portland, yeah. I'm over hitting up these rides and shit, dog. I got myself some Jordans. I just fucking Champs, dog. I didn't even know Champs was still around, you heard me?
Dude, I got a perfect party for you to wear that outfit to.
Say, dog, that shit's in the woods and John Target's involved, dog. Scratch that shit, dog.
Oh, man.
Scratch that shit, dog. I'm full BLM, dog. There's some racist motherfuckers out here, you heard me? Just go buy my album, Street Scripture, dog, $4.99, you heard me?
Are you going to have any songs about, like, Black Lives Matter or police brutality on it?
Let me tell you something, you heard me? Police brutality, you heard me? Talk about Southern brutality, you heard me? Say, dog, let me just give you the track list, you heard me? It's a 7-album dropper, you heard me? Tracks 1 through 7 called Black Lives Matter, you heard me? What's happening? I'm representing out here.
Damn, all 7 songs?
All 7 songs. And the 8th one, dog, it's the only one you're going to get in Beirut. It's an 8-track. It's called Fuck You, John Target. You heard me? I said, what's
Damn. You don't like that guy.
Say, dog, just invite me to that party where I can wear my sheet. You heard me?
Oh, no.
All right, Thrifty. Dude, where does your mind go when it's at rest? Like if you go take a shower or something and you got a moment to think without any outside distractions.
Shit, I'm thinking how to get my dick in a pussy, you heard me?
Oh, God.
You heard me?
See?
Hey, he's being honest.
I know, but it's just very...
What the man thinking about?
I'd fuck her.
Fuck
her right in the
I'm out here
pussy.
sitting on stacks. Yeah, dog, I'm out here sitting on stacks. I say, dog, I got myself an infinity pool, you heard me, where guys is coming out and shit. Say, dog, every time you walk on the tile, the LED light up. You heard me? I'm living.
Hey, dude, sounds like it.
Dog, these poor dudes out here getting $800 to sit at home. You hear me? Say, dog, y'all should have thought about that when you went and worked at McDonald's. Dog, be a lyrical wordsmith. Drop an album that's going to get you 6, 7, 8, 9 figures. You hear me?
Dude, I gotta ask you while you're on the phone, man. What do you think about Lil Wayne's new woman?
Say, dog, she's thicker than a motherfucker, dog. That dark-haired beauty, dog. I put it in a butt and put it in a vag and give her straight up chlamydia, you heard me?
Dude, her name's Denise Bidot?
What?
Yeah.
Bidet.
B-I-D-O-T. Bidot.
Bido.
Bidot.
Bido.
Big ass.
What?
Hey, dog, that shit that cleanse your asshole in them nice 5-star hotels, you heard me?
Dude,
Hey, dog.
she was the first plus-size model, like, to walk down the runway during New York Fashion Week. I didn't know that. I guess she's famous.
I mean, look, dog, it's like, that body positive, I mean, everybody beautiful, you hear me? And I wouldn't even say she's overweight. I just say that broad healthy, you hear me?
I think she looks good.
You what?
She gorgeous.
She looks good as a bikini model?
She's thick.
I mean, she look good with my dick in her, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
All right, Thrifty, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying out here getting stacked, trying to fuck bitches, smoke a little
You'd
weed
have to
out
fight
there.
Wayne, though, dude.
Say, dog, that dude fight Wayne. That dude shot himself, dog. Come over here.
Dude, he said he don't bust back because he shoots first.
Say, dog, I got guys out my butt. Look, you think I got a strap on my side, but I got one on my ankle. Clack, 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 clack.
Well, that should be interesting.
I don't think
Second
Lil Wayne
Amendment,
fuck
you heard
with
me?
guns, though. He don't seem very gangster.
Nah, dog. He shot himself, and then a white dude had to come save him and shit. And he's really thankful and shit. Just trying to come together, and help everybody that's been shot and shit. No matter what kind of color you is.
Dude, I never heard of that. He shot himself?
Say, dog, he shot himself, you heard me? And then they
I
thought
heard
they had
that.
drugged him. Dog. And then a whole bunch of, wait, hold on, dog. A whole bunch of black officers jumped over this dude. And the only motherfucker to get that dude up and bring him to the hospital was a white dude, you heard me?
What?
Mm-hmm.
He was the only one that bought his album, too, probably.
I don't get it.
Say, dog. That album dropped hard, you heard me? Y'all heard that explosion? I heard that shit all the way in Portland, you heard me? There it was, Little Thrifty album drop. What's hand in Street Scripture?
I think he dropped it in North Carolina today, too, huh?
Say, dog, North Carolina, you hear me? That album dropped, and then down in Cuba, too, it dropped. Dodge, it's about to drop in Portland, you hear me?
Okay.
Nice, man. Well, I'm looking forward to it to see what happens in Portland.
I'll send y'all 3 of them, you hear me? One for Allie, one for Mayday, one for User, and I'll sign it, you hear me?
Thank you.
Nice. I hear people are already going out like in lines in Portland trying to get it. They were trying to
Say, dog,
storm the
they
record
trying, you hear
store.
me? See, they trying, you hear me? But then they got them crazy white dudes that look like straight up military stormtroopers coming over here and busting up the lines and pepper spraying us and shit, dog. I'm just out here with an umbrella and a gas mask, you hear me?
Tell them you can't have it until the release date.
Say, dog, these motherfuckers greedy, dog. Look, say, dog, you know what's the problem with the human race, dog? No patience, you hear me? You just gotta wait 12 hours for the Thrifty album, dog. You ain't gotta go riot right now unless you about to pick me up that new Jordan, you hear me?
Yeah. Dude, you excited about what?
I was just about to say, dog, I'm just rolling up on a GameStop, right? I'm about to break in this bitch and get a copy of that new 2K21, you heard me?
Oh, dude, go get one. Everything's free right now.
Everything's free, you heard me? Everything free except the Xbox Live subscription. You got to pay for the motherfuckers to play, you hear me? Because, I mean, I'm just straight up playing with NBA stars, you hear me? They up in that bubble. They like, Thrifty, dog, get on that 2K. I'm like, all right, AD, I'm coming, dog. LeBron, chill out, dog. I'll play with you tomorrow, you bitch. Say, dog, they want Thrifty's rhymes, and they want his skills on the court, baby.
Well, dude, sounds like you got it going on good.
Say, dog, I got it going on good. I'm healthy, dog. I've been getting a lot of vitamin D from the sun, dog. They say that shit killed the corona. I probably got corona about 3, 4, 5, 6 times already.
Wow.
Oh, you got reinfected.
Say, dog, you know, and like the whole mask shit, dog, it's like y'all breathing y'all bacteria. And like when this shit really about to hit up in like September and October when it gets cold, all y'all motherfuckers gonna die because y'all breathing in your own bacteria and carbon monoxide poisoning and shit, dog. They ain't got no fucking fire alarm setting off in your head. Say, dog, take that mask off, you hear me?
Really? Mask off.
Fucking mask off.
Mask,
sick.
hashtag mask
Make
off,
your
you hear
workers
me?
sick.
Say, dog, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, dog, I remember back when I robbed that dude, that Domino's pizza carrier guy, and I got like $5 and some cents, dog. I wore a mask, dog, and that was illegal. Now you can wear a mask, dog. I think everybody need to go out and rob a motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
All right. It is weird when you wear a mask certain places, especially like a bank or something. It's like, this is odd.
Yeah, dog, I went to go make a deposit the other day. They said, oh, little Thrifty, you got a mask on. They all started putting money in the bag. I said, no, I just want to deposit this album check, you heard me?
Coming to make a deposit, not a withdrawal.
I'm making a deposit, you know what I mean? Look, everybody in the August heat, I'm going to buy little baby pools for all y'all so y'all can cool down and shit, you heard me?
Dude, that's nice of
That's very nice, you heard me?
you. You're a good man.
I'm a good man, you hear me? You know, I got a little shout out before I go, dog. Tony Hall, you a bitch, you hear me? Find the fucking balance on my album, you hear me? You can't diss no 8 tracks about Black Lives Matter, you hear me? Oh, cerebral drama. Boy, the crabs in a bucket. Get that hair jelly out your fucking scalp, dog.
Oh.
Just like the mask, dog, your scalp need to breathe, you hear me?
He needs to find a balanced diet.
He needs to find a balanced diet, dog. You know what I'm saying, dog? Look, we just need to respect each other, you hear me? We need to get out on the treadmill. All you fat fucks, get on the treadmill, dog. They say this vaccine gonna help everybody, but the obese, you hear me? Y'all fat, you hear me?
Wow.
Man. You feeling about like I am tonight, I think.
Hey, dog, you know, I'm just out here living, breathing, and pooing, dog.
If I had light up pool fucking tiles, maybe I'd feel a little better. I don't know. It seems like it would get old. It's probably real cool for the first week, and then you're like, all right, this ain't big deal no more.
Hey, dog, speak for yourself, you hear me? Once you get over to that shit, dog, you give me a call and I'll come take your light up tiles, you hear me? Say, dog, put it this way, dog. I got bathrooms in my house that I ain't even shit in yet, you hear me? Cancel Christmas.
Dude goes to the pool doing that Jamiroquai dance.
Hey, dog, look, we ain't trying to go walking without walking, you hear me? That was the dumbest fucking video ever, you hear me? Boy, take that fucking hat off. You look silly. Look like you got a kangaroo on your head, you hear me?
virtual some insanity. I don't know how I thought of
Yeah, dog. That was back in the 90s, you hear me? That
Oh.
shit need to stay back there, you hear me?
it. Oh, come on, man. That boy was underrated.
Say, dog, you know who's underrated, you hear me? Cisco, you hear me? Bring the thong song back, you hear me?
Oh, man. Well, shit, Thrifty. It's good to hear from you, man. I'm glad
Good to
you're
hear from
doing
y'all,
good.
too, you hear me? You know, I had a little time in Sunday. The last Sunday I was busy fucking and riding jet skis and shit. And I just, I said, let me call these, people, tell them about my mansion and shit. You hear me? My album about to drop, you hear me?
Yeah, dude, we're going to be on the lookout for it.
Absolutely, dog. I say, dog, I got 3 copies coming for your autograph, you hear me? I might even take a shit on one, you hear me?
No. It'll be good. You not used to the shit, man. We're all right with that.
All right, dog. Well, look, y'all be good, you hear me? And, I said, what's happening, you hear me?
Yeah, shut this motherfucker down.
Hey, I'm about to shut this phone line down. Y'all be good. Peace out, you hear me?
Later.
You know, take that dog.
That's right. Oh, Thrifty. Glad he's doing all right. Well, Mookie's good. So, no, I don't think he's doing good, though.
Monkey.
Didn't sound like he was doing good. He called in because he could relate.
Oh, yeah.
He was hoping he'd tune in for us to
Lift him
change
up.
his mood.
Nah,
Right.
nah,
Not today.
no.
I'm sorry, pal. Not that kind of show.
Yeah, right?
The second hour might actually get good.
I hope.
We talk about some stuff we watched.
I hope.
Might
Okay,
do,
man, what would you like to contribute to the show? Everybody else doing such a shit job. What you got?
You know, take that dog.
There you go. You see? He's got.
Trying to help you, motherfucker.
Did y'all see Buku Dao's deep fakes?
What?
What does that mean?
Yeah, right now I think it's kind of a thing. I actually saw this in an article on, I think it was on Drudge Report or something. It was like a dude uses open source software for less than $100 to create plausible images and audio of actor Tom Hanks. And it was just about a dude who went, hey, how much does it realistically cost to make something look and sound like someone else on video? And sure enough, I put that in the news story in the show, and the next thing you know, Buku Dao starts coming out with all these like pop chick stars like Britney Spears and different videos like
With
that
his face
with
on.
his face on it. And when I'm telling, he does one of The Rock too. He looks a lot like The Rock, like face wise. It's like, yeah, man, his face on The Rock's body was like so seamless that you really had to look at it.
I've seen several friends do it over maybe the last week, and it's absolutely incredible. Like, some of them you can't even tell.
Yeah, so they have apps for it, Face Swap and Zoe, Z-A-O.
Zao.
And you can go to deepfakesweb.com, and they charge you like $5 or something for
To me, I think those
well,
apps
a
are
couple
sketchy.
of times using it, like an hour or something like
I
that.
haven't done it.
What's that?
I haven't done it because I'm worried that those apps are sketchy. It just seems like something like that takes off, and then next thing you know, your phone's all fucked up.
Gotcha. But Buku is living proof that you can take something and replace the face, and it look believable.
Replace the face.
So that leads me to believe even more that how much can you actually trust the things that you are seeing?
Pretty much not at all now. 'cause
And if you could
everything
do
can be
this
done.
now on your phone, movies did it pretty convincingly
For a while.
2 years ago,
Yeah.
say, 3 years ago. I mean, you get to a point where anything can be completely faked.
Yep.
And then to watch how passionate people are and how much happens based on maybe a 30-second video clip before any research is done whatsoever. I mean, you pretty much, society can be controlled to do whatever the person who's making this video wants them to do. Fairly easy.
Literal fake news. If you think about it, they could create fake news.
I mean, no one would ever do that.
Of course not.
So I guess we don't have to worry about it. But man, Buku Dao from Wildcat Sports right now is the manifestation of an article I was reading about how you do fake deep fakes with video and audio. It's pretty crazy, man. But I don't know. Did you watch any of them? Have you seen any of the deep fake videos?
I've seen deepfake videos before, and it's pretty amazing how like close they can get.
Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous. I didn't see the Buku Dow ones though.
Me either.
And it's almost like back in the day, had credible news sources, and that's what gave the story credibility. I don't think you really can have that anymore. Unless, maybe you do. The Republicans think it's Fox News, and the Democrats think it's CNN, MSNBC, whatever other ones they have. They got a lot, Disney, Facebook, YouTube. Okay, so the Republicans probably trust Fox News, and the Democrats have a lot of different places they can go to for things they believe in. NPR. Like, I don't know, man. The Democrats kind of got it locked in like that. Like, you want something to believe in, they're more than happy to help you out with that. Where else do Republicans go for news source? And like we were talking about earlier, the reason why we get to say and do a lot of what we do on these streaming services is because nobody really listens. Because if a lot of people did, then it's over. You can't do it.
Right.
And content gets taken down, even if it's somewhat controversial. Like now there's the control police.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all fine. Everybody's always for these new invasions of privacy or restrictions on ideas and beliefs. Everybody's always kind of for it when it's for them. But the problem is things change and things flip. But seldom do you get things back. Once it's total control, the only way to reverse that is complete destruction, and then it goes to complete chaos, and everything's okay again because things are so bad. Like, I don't think this country had all this freedom for any other reason, and I guess depending on who you were, how much freedom you had. But the concept of freedom was to like lure people in from other places because it wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying?
Freedom.
You have to give people something. But I don't know. Just kind of crazy watching them deep fakes, and then when Buku starts putting those out, I'm like, holy shit, man. This dude, I got to see it in action.
Damn.
Man, some of them are like, damn, that's amazing how...
He's going to be in Hollywood in no time. You can see that.
What does that mean?
Get him in. Buku?
They don't need him.
They already got him.
Fake him. Just fake that shit, man. Pretty crazy, though. I did see something with Trump. It was like an interview with Trump, and he was blaming China pretty much for everything. Like, if you talk to him long enough about any issue, somehow this shit is China. I am so fucking tired, and I have only watched maybe 2. Anytime he talks, it seems like the word China has to be put in there, and then they have to be demonized or blamed for everything.
Tariff shit and all that stuff. Yeah, I get it.
The what?
Like the tariffs and all that they've been fighting over, that whole spiel with China.
I mean, having a trade war with China, but now the virus, that's from China.
Oh, yeah.
Just everything's fucking China. It's like, man, I don't know. No difference which side. One side's going to blame Trump going to blame China. Like, it's just, what do you want it to be? You just turn this, whatever this fucking disaster is, you just turn it into whatever you want. You know?
It's mutating like the virus.
I don't know. I'm starting to think it ain't no fucking virus.
Right?
Ain't no motion picture. That was the virus was a deep fake.
Yeah. The cold.
Yeah. I was talking to Allie about it earlier. I'm like, just famous people. We usually go through a stretch every couple of years. Every so often when like a lot of famous people die. There's still been way more people died from like suicide or drug overdoses, artists, than COVID deaths.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're still like, dude, if you look at the percentage, it's still super duper low. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for the rapper part of it, where dude Pop Smoke, Mac Miller, Juice WRLD, those are all like rappers that died
from drug overdose,
fairly recent, and have like big albums, you know, and big releases, hitting the Billboard charts and stuff. It's almost like how you make it right now. Only way you can sell some records is
off yourself.
is to be dead somehow.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't have on how these guys died. I don't know. But that's still way more died from either drug overdose or murdered than from COVID. If this fucking virus was so deadly, you would think we would know more famous people
That died
who
from
died from it. There's tons of famous people.
Or just more people in general that died from it. I
I'm
don't know,
saying
man.
at least famous people because it makes the news.
Tom Hanks didn't.
He didn't
Deep
die,
fake
dumb
that.
fuck.
Dude, I don't know what Tom Hanks did, but I hate him.
Boy, it was
I don't
bullshit.
like
hate
him anymore
now.
either. Yeah.
You neither?
Nope.
I think he's a creepy scumbag.
That's why I don't like him, because his Instagram has all these creepy pictures of like weird lost items from children and shit. It's just he became a creep.
I don't even know anything about that. All I remember is his weird, creepy.
Mr. Rogers?
No, when
No.
this started, what happened with him? Something happened with him. He got quarantined at home, and he was making a big deal
Yeah,
of.
he was the spokesperson.
Yeah, that ruined it for me.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I
him
don't
anymore?
like him now.
That's it?
Yeah, I still respect what he did in Forrest Gump, but I don't like him no more. I don't want to watch him in movies. I don't even know. I guess I don't even know why though. I can't think of what he exactly
Because
did.
of the quarantine thing.
Yeah, but what exactly was it about that made me not like it?
Like he was the scapegoat about it. I think they used him as like the dog and pony show. Him and his
Yeah,
wife.
I don't know. I don't like him now though.
It's a shame.
He's done the opposite.
Damn.
I think he played Mr. Rogers, so now he wants to tell us what to do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I didn't like that. It ruined his career. that one show he did, that one fucking deep fake he helped out with, and now I don't like him. That's weird. I didn't
Never
even
again.
realize how much. You know what? I realized it. He's in some kind of movie coming out where he's like a submarine pilot or something, or a battleship pilot, or a captain, whatever people on water do. And I was like, I don't want to see that for no other reason except it's Tom Hanks.
Really?
I'm like, oh, that boy infected. Like, keep him off the screen. I mean, Rudy Goldberg, he's my hero now.
He scored the first points back.
Yeah, Rudy Goldberg, man. I'm a bigger fan of him. I guess because they gave him so much shit and they made him like a scapegoat.
Now they've raised him up.
Yeah, now he's still battling back. But Tom Hanks,
He'll never come back for you, huh?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't like him now. I don't like Andy Dick neither. And Andy Dick
No, I
is
can't
now
stand Andy Dick. That thing there.
now he's filed a lawsuit against Paul Hale, who punched him in a nightclub in New Orleans in August of 2019.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Outside of
Yeah.
One-Eyed Jacks.
Yeah, now he's suing the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't blame him. He's probably not doing good financially. He needs something.
That's
Joke's
it.
on him, though. I don't think the guy has any money.
Right. Why this poor guy's going to have to work now?
Can
Well-
I say
Andy
this?
Dick?
You know what? It's probably for attention.
Wasn't Andy Dick like on a tear that he was fucking with people and like harassing people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally this dude was like, fuck you, I'm
Yeah,
punching
yeah.
the fuck out you.
Yeah.
He punched him in his dick? Or
No,
he
supposedly.
gra-
Yeah, go ahead.
He grabbed his dick, and then the dude. I think it was the second time.
he grabbed the dude's dick?
Andy Dick
Andy
grabbed the
grabbed-
dude's dick, and supposedly the second time, like the first time, like his girlfriend or whatever was like, "Hey, it's not worth it." Like his friends calmed him down or whatever, and then he did it again, and that's when he clocked him.
And he's suing this guy?
Yes, and
That's not the story I heard.
I read also that because fucking the dude doesn't really have any money, he's going after One-Eyed Jacks, which is kind of
How
funny.
the fuck is it their fault? It was outside that it happened.
Because it was on their property.
Ah.
And then
Is he saying he did not grab the dick?
he's saying he didn't. It wasn't justified. The actions didn't justify.
He
the,
claimed that he
whatchamacallit.
did not grab the dude's dick supposedly, but supposedly he grabbed the dude's dick like in passing inside, kind of like walked past and did it supposedly, and then outside he was like mocking him and taunting him, like kissing at him and like smiling and winking and shit to piss him off more, and that's when the guy hit him. That's what I heard. They
Oh,
grabbed him
well,
once.
this dude was
and
being sexually
taunted him.
harassed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that.
Wow. That's crazy, though. You know Andy Dick don't have a whole lot of money to be suing this guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be some case.
I think it's
yeah.
just he wants attention any way he can get it at this point.
And I guess what's going to happen is there's video evidence from outside of him getting punched, but there's going to be none inside where he
Right.
does the grabbing.
Where he got right.
Yeah, it's his word against the other guy's word. So that's kind of sucks.
Yeah, but hopefully the other guy's not like a fucking crazy, nutty, chronic harasser.
I don't think so.
Dude, like, it shouldn't be real hard to fucking damage Andy Dick's character.
Right.
Right.
Why else would you do that? Just randomly punch him.
I don't know. I
That's
hope the
weird.
people we know that went out there
Yeah.
had got to go testify. That'd be awesome.
Ah.
We interview them.
Well, supposedly, too, we almost ran out of time on getting this suit going. Like, he only had, like, a couple days left, and the lawyer never got in touch with the DA's office. And then all of a sudden, it all came out that not only is he suing that, he's suing One-Eyed Jacks and all this shit, and he's got another year. And it's like, really? Like, come on. This is ridiculous.
He's got to do something to make that trip down here worth it.
Yeah, right?
That was fucking waste. Ain't
God.
nobody was even going to that shit,
No.
right? Didn't we seen videos of places that
Yeah.
you're like, damn, ain't nobody going to that
No. Uh-uh.
shit. Free dick grabbing. I don't really have anything else worth talking about. None of that was really worth talking about. Like yell at each other for another couple minutes. Okay, let's just go to break. And we'll come back. We're gonna hit it hard. We're gonna have a fun second hour. Get ready. Hold
Can't
on
wait.
tight. Guess who's back? Back again.
PPV guys are back.
He's DJ Mayday.
Tell a friend.
It's the break.
That's right. DJ Mayday, Not Real Radio 234. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. PPV Guys is back with Not Real Movie News returns. Nope. Not Real Radio.
I was trying to get your
234.
syllables up, man.
Oh,
I made it one
all right,
word
all
so
right,
that
my bad.
I
I
want to
need
help
more.
you out and be like, man, I'm gonna give
It's gonna be
you.
tough to break 7, bro.
I got so many big words. I got something to
I
give
know.
away.
You're getting smarter. I'm getting dumber. I love
News
it.
returns.
Now we're Radio 234. Stay tuned.
We are Popcorn Fist Vinegar, and this is the Not Real Entertainment Minute. Not Real Minute, Not Real Entertaining. My name's Chris.
I'm Scott.
JB4.
Alrighty, so the next thing we're talking about here is Zack Snyder and his glorious return to the Warner Brothers DC Extended Universe. In case you've been living under a rock, AT&T has decided to overstep Warner Brothers and give Zack Snyder tens of millions of dollars to finish his definitive vision of the Justice League movie. It was originally rumored that Zack Snyder handpicked Joss Whedon, who made the Avengers and also the second Avengers movie, that he handpicked him to come in to finish his movie. But now there's all this controversy around Hollywood to where Joss Whedon is kind of like a asshole on set. And now he decided to go over this weekend and take time to slam Joss Whedon and basically said, oh, he was not he wasn't my pick, which I knew that was bullshit to begin with.
Yeah.
But not 1 ounce of or 1 frame of Joss Whedon's Justice League movie will be in the Snyder Cut.
He'd rather set fire to it, he said.
I'd rather set fire to it too, but that's just my opinion. But
Y'all have something in common now.
well, yeah. I mean, as far as all this stuff is concerned, I mean, with Zack Snyder, and I mean, I got into a flame war with a guy on the internet on MovieWeb, and I was like, look, dude, the studio picked Joss Whedon to fix this fucking movie.
Yeah.
They hired him. Jeff Johns got fired because he hired Joss Whedon, and this thing was a monster fail. And this guy was basically like, hey, look, well, Entertainment Weekly said, dude, fuck you. Entertainment Weekly is a paid rag. They fucking those studios pay those motherfuckers to say what they want them to say. And now it's all coming out that Joss Whedon, and trust me, I went and looked for everything I can to say, how you like me now, motherfucker, but I couldn't find the post, so.
Yeah, well, you'll get your day, I think.
I mean, does anybody really care? I mean,
No.
dude, it's going to
Well,
go on.
no,
I mean,
plenty of people care.
No.
It's just, I don't know why.
as long as it allows me to use a trollish club to beat people
There you
with,
go.
that's the only thing that really makes a difference. to me.
Snyder
So.
is, in fairness to him, and I've been pretty outspoken about him, but he says that he's approaching this exercise something along the lines of an Elseworlds story. So it's like, all right, good. You acknowledge that you're essentially this like aberrant blister on the DC universe, so you can just do whatever the hell you want, and it's all self-contained now. It's not. I think that's
Till
part
it
of the
makes
issue.
money.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I mean, but you know, part of my issue with him was that he was the guy that was going to start the DC universe proper, so he'd have his fingers on every DC character, and I was like, fuck that guy.
No, I agree with you.
You know, so now he's accepted that his vision was not for everybody, and you know, I'm cautiously optimistic this won't suck complete balls.
Oh, I'm not cautiously optimistic about a thing. I don't think that this cut's going to make this movie any better. I mean, I'll watch it because I mean it's
Yeah.
part of a
Oh,
service
we
that I
have to,
pay
but-
for. But
yeah.
I mean, other than that, I mean, if this came back to the theater, I'd be reading the
Negatory,
I'd be
yeah.
reading the cliff notes on fucking Cinema Blend. So that'd pretty much.
They're
be
just
it.
let Scott tell us about it.
Yeah, it's got,
I think I'm the only one with HBO Max that can watch it.
he
so-
got in the bathtub and it was fucking
I can
awesome.
watch HBO Max. I haven't had any of the problems any of you guys have had.
Yeah,
Apple
well.
TV,
Oh, I
it
don't
works.
have Apple
you know?
TV.
Well, there you go. Well, I can already see Scott's review. Hey, look, it was.
You said it already
It
once.
was like Daredevil, and it was great. And I watched it 4 times, and the 4th time I realized that it actually didn't suck. So, but I'll just take your word for it. So, that's it. Hey, has anybody got anything to add?
Breaking Bad was good too.
Yeah, the best show on television. All right, what's up? Anything for you to add? Hello?
Ip Man 4.
Ip Man 4.
It's on Netflix. Worth watching.
Is it on
it is.
Netflix?
Yes,
It totally is, yeah.
Fucking awesome. I'm going to put it in my queue and just look at it every day.
Just the queue, not the movie.
Just the queue, not the movie. I'll just sit there and realize that it's there. All right, well, look, jump over to your podcast apparatuses and check out Popcorn, Piss and Vinegar, and Not Real Radio. Thanks for listening. Thanks. We are Popcorn, Piss and Vinegar, and this is the Not Real Movie Minute, Not Real Entertainment Minute, Not Real Minute, Not Real Entertaining. God, man, I'm all fucking tongue-tied. My name's Chris.
I'm Scott.
MJB4.
Hey.
All right, so look, real shit. Okay, The Mandalorian has been nominated for 15 Emmys. And look, I'm a big Mandalorian fan. I like it. I think that it's kind of maybe the best thing since the original trilogy. I like
agree.
I like
I'll
Rogue
go with
One and I
that.
like
Nope.
Solo, but I think it's the best thing since the original trilogy. But look, can we be real about this shit? We know the reason why 15 nominations are going that way, obviously for the technological achievements. But I mean, dude, look, these award shows nominate this kind of shit so they can get ratings. But here's the other side of it, is The Mandalorian really good as any sci-fi show? Like, make that any science fiction show, and is it a good show?
What did they? I don't know exactly what they got nominated for, but if it's for special effects on TV,
They got nominated for Best Drama, dude.
I don't
Yeah.
think they'll win that. It's
They won't.
good, but it's not that good.
But I mean, but my question is that not from an awards. I mean, it's getting the accolades, but not an award standpoint. I mean, is The Mandalorian so good of a show? Like, if you just made it any science fiction show, would it draw the acclaim that it would?
I
that
mean,
it's getting?
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. A distinction for that show is the fact that they created an 8-episode success with a protagonist whose face we don't see until the second to last or last episode. That's
The last episode, yeah.
that's an accomplishment. You know what I mean? So there was obviously some storytelling mojo if we stuck through not ever seeing the dude's face until the very end.
This
you
is
know?
also a different. It's a different class. We're not used to seeing this sort of money pumped into a TV show like this on not a network channel.
Fair enough.
You know.
Fair enough. I mean, what I'm thinking is that look, the show. I think
it may as well be
it's a great Star Wars show.
It may as well be, but it's
it
not.
may as well be what? I'm sorry.
a network.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like an independent film.
It's
I'd
no,
like
it's not. But it's not NBC, CBS, or ABC.
No, it's Disney, who's arguably bigger than all of them.
Yeah.
you know?
Right. Yep. Well, I mean, there it is.
But still, it's an accomplishment worthy certainly of a nomination. I don't know if it's going to win, but it definitely deserves a nomination.
I think we'll
in
see
my
more of this sort of stuff in the future.
Well, if you have Disney Plus and you haven't watched The Mandalorian, I do recommend it. It's a good show. But what I also recommend is watching the Disney Gallery making of Mandalorian, in particular Episode 4, because it shows you, it's an 8-episode series, it's a making of, and they show you, but that 4th episode shows you the technological achievements that they invented or created to make that show. And that video wall is fucking incredible.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
really incredible. So...
Awesome sauce.
Well, there it is. Well, I hope the Mandalorian sweeps it just because I like Star Wars, and Star Wars deserves to win. Unless it makes shitty fucking intersectional movies. So there it is. All right, look, we appreciate you guys listening. Check out Popcorn, Piss and Vinegar, and Not Real Radio. Thanks for listening and seeing.
What say intersexual?
Yeah, everybody's having problems fucking speaking.
I'm glad I ain't the only one.
Golly, that's crazy.
They don't know what to talk about neither. They can't. And The Mandalorian, I don't know. I think that was probably the best show that Disney original put out since they became a service, but that ain't really saying much. Like, it was good for the Disney Channel or whatever. Allie, do you think The Mandalorian was great? I don't remember at this point. I remember it being average.
No, I really remember the first episode was trash, and then it slowly got better. I think by episode 4, it was awesome.
Really? All right.
Yeah, and the rest of the season was awesome, man. It ended very strong.
Definitely best science fiction drama. I can't think of what got released now, but that's kind of hard.
Westworld's the best one.
Yeah, if they're in the same category, Westworld's way better.
Way better.
Dark's way better, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, not to take anything away from it. The Mandalorian was almost like a really good kid show. Like a family show. Which those can't kind of do, I think, take it to the next level. Right.
They can't have the dark plot. Kids
Oh,
like,
God.
what?
The kids would have been fucking jumping around in no time.
Yeah, right.
They've been playing on their pads. I don't know. Dude, more bad news get out the way. There's a hole where the Pelicans' playoff chances were. They dropped the mic and blew up slightly early. I'm kind of glad that that'll give us like a week off while the teams are finishing up mostly pointless games. And then we'll have the play-in series probably against Portland and Memphis, which I think will be exciting. They already started the trash talking and the cool drama, I would call it, with Damian Lillard. So I would be surprised if I don't see him in the playoffs going against some of these guys that he was talking shit with.
Nice.
Like Patrick Beverly and Paul George. A Clippers-Portland series would be great. But I think that's going to be tough to have because they would have to go through the Lakers first. But I don't know. I kind of nothing in me really wanted to see the Pelicans play the Lakers except to extend the season. But the bubble and watching that team play during the bubble experience was so painful that I just wanted it to stop. And now a couple of things I've read that are coming out really sounds like they're not having that great of a time in the bubble. So I think you really would have to want to win a championship that kind of almost doesn't matter. They call it an asterisk trophy, where it's got an asterisk next to it because it wasn't normal NBA circumstances.
So it's kind of pointless almost.
Yeah, so if these guys are in there and it's like not a fun experience. Like, when we first got with the food thing, about them complaining about the food, it did seem like they were kind of coming across as like kind of spoiled brats.
Right.
But then seeing it now to where almost, I don't know if it's every meal or just most of the meals, no matter how good the food is, it's coming packaged like a TV dinner. And you're eating in what I'll call like a mess hall.
Like a cafeteria. Yeah. That sounds rough all the way
That gets
around.
old.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I think depending, too, like if you're a grown adult, you're a grown man, and you're used to like going home, maybe having
kind of
dinner with your
insulting.
family or
some kind of normalcy.
Yeah, even if it's just by yourself on the
Right.
couch or something.
Right. But you cooked your own meal and you're eating on some plates and dishes and stuff. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Not eating out of plastic.
Yeah.
I can see that getting real old. And then, too, like time alone kind of thing or time with your people. Like, that shit's fun. Go with a big group of people you're not around all the time. And, like, community living for, like, a week or so.
Right. After that second week, you're like, all right, dude.
There's a month of that. And then it's about to get real weird when then they're like, okay, now the families can come. And who knows how that's going to work out. But now they're going to have all the families there. Like
Living with them?
And if I was a basketball, this is what sucks, right? Say you don't want your family to come. Like you go, man, I am here. I am focused on playing basketball.
I don't
and
have
this
that much
is-
longer to go.
This is kind of nice. And it's the playoffs coming. I don't necessarily think that's the right time to then complicate things.
Yeah.
Like, here comes your family, and you know they're going to be like, dude, we're at Disney World, we're on Disney
We
vacation.
want to go here. We want to go there. We want to go there.
Yeah, where
We
you
thought
go?
you would've
Why
go.
you're not here? And you're like, look, I'm trying to get mentally prepared for the playoffs.
physically.
And now I have more distractions. You think when the playoffs really start in real life, you're on the road, then you're back home, then you're on the road again. There's like traveling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different experience.
Right.
Well, there, you're just there. So then when you're off, then it's like, here's the family, and they got a list of things they want to do in Disney. And then you know some of them not going to get along with the other families, but then they stuck there with them, and then
Bougie shit, too, I bet.
it's going to be, it can't work out well. And then the family's going to start finding about all the things they were doing when their families weren't there. This is going to get crazy. And I've been reading little things have been like sneaking out. Like players have been saying little comments here and there, even LeBron, about how things are not. I don't think things are that great in that bubble. They're sure not portraying it like it's bad, but I have a feeling it's not as great as they're portraying it, or a lack of any information whatsoever. But I think the Pelicans are happy to get out of there. I know Lonzo is. Lonzo kind of comes across to me as a spoiled brat, and maybe that's because I watch his Facebook show that he has, Ball in the Family or whatever.
Oh, really? All right.
You kind of get to see him a little more than you would naturally.
Uh-huh.
And he seems like he was raised in like a very comfortable environment and lives a certain way.
All right.
That California kind of surfer dude, where he's just going to just going with the flow and things are just coming to him. And I don't think this situation was like that. But anyway, it was painful to watch it. Not fun. Watching the starters struggle against backups and shit was kind of torturous. Even the games we won, I was like, yeah, well, you should have fucking destroyed that team. Like, you barely won that game, and they were playing nobodies against your starting lineup.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But the good part is that'll go away for take a little break for a week, and then when the playoffs start, I do think we're gonna see some high caliber shit. Like, I've been surprised on how many players really do bring it to these
During
games.
this, yeah.
And you really don't notice. They said, oh, we're gonna see bad basketball and all that. I really haven't seen that. Especially if you were going against Pelicans, you were breaking franchise records against them. So. If we were going to be seeing bad basketball, I don't think you'd be seeing record-breaking nights by players and teams, especially shooting-wise. That to me is, besides conditioning, the shooting has to be the thing that improves the most the more you do it. And it seems like, man, people shooting is even better. Or you're shooting a lot of threes. I would think when the team looks like it gets tired or doesn't really give a fuck,
Like shooting a lot of threes.
I start just shooting threes. It's less work. You don't have to try to drive in. You ain't going to get hit.
And if you make it, all
The
right.
chance of you getting injured is very low. So you just watch the Pelicans at a certain point, and it's like they just start launching up threes because nobody feels like dealing with getting hit when they go inside or exerting that much effort. If you lay off on defense, you look like an asshole because the person just go right by you.
Right.
You can only get away with that so many times a game.
Right.
But offense, you're like, man, I'm just going to stand here. Oh, they threw me the ball. Here you go. Chalk up this three. Oh, it didn't go in. We'll get it next time. Just like we'll get it next year.
Are the families going to be able to watch at the games, or are they going to be quarantined?
I don't know. I didn't really look too much into it. I just know that they're supposed to, once it's just the playoff teams,
Yeah.
I guess
I'm
they
just
get the
curious,
old
'cause-
Pelicans rooms.
Yeah, right. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to get interesting.
Wife's going to be yelling at you the whole time. Rana, come on.
Yeah. And then what if these dudes, some of the young ones that ain't married, got or even probably the ones that are married, they're will have a couple of girlfriends or something.
Yeah, come on.
And then they've told them both that they could come, knowing they got to tell one they can't, but then got to think an excuse to tell them, oh, bro, that's some complicated ass shit. There's going to be some crazy shit going down up in there. AD's the only one happy. He's in a whole hotel surrounded by men. He's fucking in his glory there. This boy running around naked trying to get spanked again.
You gonna take that
I will call this year I don't give a fuck who wins as long as the Lakers lose. Like, I will watch every playoff just to watch the Lakers not get a fucking ring.
Really don't want them to have them, huh?
I'll put AD and LeBron in the same boat as fucking Tom Hanks, and we remake the Castaway movie.
Ah, no.
Yeah.
Wilson.
I don't think I like that bitch Ellen neither. The more I fucking see her, she keeps popping up in the news. I don't like her. I don't know nothing about her except what I talked about last week.
God.
I don't think I like her neither. That boat getting full. Watch Tom Hanks and LeBron fight it out for a power struggle. Who's going to be the captain? And then that dude comes from that pirate movie. I'm your
that
captain
weird
now.
guy, the Samoan. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are not captain now. I
That
am
motherfucker
captain.
be captain 2 seconds.
Oh,
man.
yeah, LeBron be like,
Fucking around with that.
Oh.
Dude, so maybe I saw in the music news, Black Moth Super Rainbow.
Fucking right.
The leader, Tom Feck. Feck? Is that how you say it? Feck.
Feck, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so Fecka. Fecka hasn't released a solo album under the alias Tobacco. I listened to a couple of.
Yeah. I've got a
I think
couple
he's
of
got
his
at
things.
least 2 of them, I think, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of like, I put it just with Black Moth Super Rainbow. I think it's different as hell, and it's kind of cool. It's got its own kind of spot.
Yeah. Agreed.
So when I seen that he was collaborating with Trent Reznor, I'm like, oh shit, there's something. I thought it was unique and it kind of had a cool sound, mixing and doing a collaboration with one of my favorite, I'll call Trent a composer.
I like that.
I was like, this has got to be good. He's so Tobacco's dropping a new album called Hot, Wet, and Sassy, and it's dropping at the end of October. But they already released a song called Babysitter, and they say it's a blend of Fecka and Reznor's voices into a single haunting presence. Does that mean they were both singing and they layered it, or is it they sing back and forth?
It sounds like to me that they sing one part at a time, like back and forth.
Yeah.
And I think they're just layering like a bunch of Trent's voices and a bunch of Feck's voices.
So Feck always uses a certain filter,
Yeah.
I guess it would be, on
Yeah.
his vocal, like vocoder or
Yep.
something?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Really?
Very good, man. Dude, you are nailing this.
Do you have
shit,
to? Do you have to say "vo" 4 times, or is
No,
it just
the
vocoder?
stuttering was
Just one
not-
time. Just
Okay.
vocoder.
I did miss that. That was from Mr.
3.
Harry, so he
3.
could understand.
Not big, but 3.
But anyway, I guess he just put that effect on Reznor's voice.
I think they went a little bit further. I
Really?
don't know. This is like next level kind of
All right.
experimentation.
Well,
and stuff.
I'll have to edit this out, but we're gonna play a little bit right now.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I think it's horrible. What'd you think? You're nodding your head. You like it?
I like the beat. I'm not in love with the effects on there.
The vocals are rough.
Yeah. But
The
it's
music
perfect.
itself
Okay,
is cool.
so here's my thing about the vocals and the
Yeah.
effects is it's done purposefully to, like, Trent's doesn't bother me as much as the other ones. You know what I mean? And I feel like if they would have backed it off a little bit, but I kind of know how this guy operates, and he wants like that. He wanted that. Like that's what he wants.
But it was purposely bad.
To him, though, I think that he thinks it's good. So who's to say it's bad? You know what I mean? It's not my favorite, but I do respect what he's doing.
See, this sounds a little bit better than it did in the beginning.
It's got more shit going on underneath.
See, I like this part.
Ugh. I hate the way it's mixed.
This is Trent,
I
right?
definitely wouldn't listen to it. Like in my car.
Oh yeah, this is definitely Trent's signature.
There's too much good music in a similar genre that's better to listen to something like this.
To me, the Tobacco is always that avant-garde version of Black Moth. You know what I mean? Like he wanted to push it too far.
I didn't know either of those things
Yeah.
existed. I guess that's my problem. I didn't know.
I don't know. Still different.
Still different.
Definitely different.
I definitely think Trent made it cooler.
Agreed.
I like it better with Trent in it.
Yeah, agreed.
Just need to get rid of the fat guy. Call Atticus back, man.
But
it's
I
cool
think
that it exists, but I don't think that was a
and
good
to me,
song by
this
any
is I
stretch
don't.
of the means.
Sorry,
What's that?
I was gonna say I don't think it gets too much better than this.
Oh,
This
gosh,
one
there's
with
more.
his fucking Forever Heaven. Like to me, that's like spacey kind of.
Just annoying.
Unfortunately, I think he makes cool music, and he definitely has like a signature sound.
Right.
The singing with that effect on it that much.
Loses its.
You know that Peter Frampton song where he uses
Yeah.
the pig, the talk box thing? What?
What?
It's called the pig. Why are you laughing at that? That's funny?
Got me. I wasn't expecting that. All right, we'll go with the pig.
Yeah,
Look
he
it
didn't
up.
have any pig clips either, so we had to make them.
So he does that for the one part of the song,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe two
Yeah.
parts at the end of the
Right.
song. And I was like, man, that shit's awesome. He should have done it the whole song. This is if he would have done it the whole song. That you're
Too
like, you
much.
know what? You should have just used it at the end sparingly.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this part, that is shit. He's got cool parts,
Right.
and it
Yeah,
works
this is
in
cool.
certain occasions. It's
Yeah,
just,
Oh yeah, it's definitely a very tasteful song. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be in the mood for it.
That's
yeah,
cool.
he needs to just stop singing.
Or if he was gonna let Trent sing without all that bullshit on it, you know, might be cool.
I don't know. Trent's voice sounded kind of cool with the bullshit
Yeah.
on it. It's him when he does it to his voice
I
all
like
the
it.
time.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. One of the I know it was a Trent move because he made a little like fucking 5-4 move or whatever it is, and that was pretty sick with the distortion. It's like basically made himself a guitar kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like that's pretty sick.
All right. Well, I saw that though, and I thought of you and Davey because
Oh,
I know
thank you,
we
man.
listened to
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bunch of them. Dude, Netflix reviews. We finished Umbrella Academy season 2.
Really? All right.
I remember season 1 being good, like kind of one of those ones where as it went on, I was like, all right, this is kind of better than I expected, and definitely changed my opinion of it the more I watched it. But I didn't remember it being incredible. I can't say I was looking forward to season 2.
All right.
I definitely was looking forward to anything coming out that I remotely wanted to see because it's few and far between, but I
Right,
wasn't that
right.
like hyped up about this. And dude, this fucking season was so much. This season is actually worth, if you didn't watch season 1, to go watch season 1 so that you can watch season 2. Like it's next level good. Like it really was. I can't think of a show that
Really did that. All
that's
right.
like that. This, yeah. I'll put this in the superhero club, you know,
Uh-huh.
with the the Marvel shows that they were coming out with
Yeah.
and stuff. I ain't gonna put this up there with like Dark and shit,
Oh,
or
God,
Westworld
right.
and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But just as like a superhero kind of adventure movie like
Uh-huh.
this, a team up also. This one was great. Probably one of the best series I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You liked it too?
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Isn't it way better than season 1?
I think season 1 was necessary. It was almost like Batman Begins. Like it was good. It was necessary. It was well done. But The Dark Knight came out and it was fucking mind blowing. Does that make sense? I think this second season was like the second movie of a really good trilogy.
It just seemed like the writing was better on this one. The characters were better. The scenes that the characters were in were better. Like maybe they just got to know the characters more, and they definitely put more money in the budget, which didn't hurt.
Right. I
But
mean,
you can
needed
have
it.
something with a lot of money
Yeah.
in the budget, and if it's not written well, it just fails.
Right.
But this was actually written very well. Like I like all the characters, which after the first season ended, all the characters were just kind of okay. And the ones that I don't like, I at least feel some kind of passion towards them. I don't like them.
Fair enough.
Man, that's good.
Yeah.
You can write something.
Yeah, the CGI was better. I don't know. I think mainly, really, the acting is incredible, but like the cinematography was flawless. The soundtrack and music was really on point. I didn't have any complaints about it. I thought this was awesome. I think it was perfect. I think you needed the first season, which I enjoyed. Not as much, but I enjoyed it. You needed the first season to give you the background on everything, and then this one is where you start getting into the nitty-gritty, basically. And then you get to also see these same characters go through something totally different in a totally different time period, which made it really fun, like the period piece aspect of it. Oh, another thing that's fucking incredible in it is the costuming and makeup. It's really just, it looks awesome.
At first, I was like, oh my God, they're going to steal Dark. Because it was a lot like Dark with time travel trying to prevent the end of the world. And they, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be like a fucking dumbed down superhero version of Dark. But they did it so differently in their own way. This reminds me if you took the science fiction elements of Dark and maybe like the Boys series from Amazon and mixed it with, damn, there was one more that was a good one. Kind of tied it all together. The Boys, Dark, and Preacher.
Yes.
I got a little bit of
because
Preacher from this.
Klaus is a very close parallel to Cassidy, and I think that's why I like him so much, because he reminds me of him, like, yeah.
Just the way it's written.
Yeah, and how
it
there's
doesn't
very
go,
funny.
And it gets ridiculous to a certain point to where it's like entertaining. But Preacher would go to that point and then go on for another 15 minutes. This one doesn't go so fucking ridiculous. But it does have some parts that you're like, yeah, man, they kind of took it up a notch. So, man, yeah, great show. I really liked it. I don't like the violin chick at all. I actually hate that character.
Oh.
But some of them, I didn't really like Diego in the beginning, the one with the knives. But I kind of like him now, man.
I like him, man. I like that long hair, man.
When your boy told him you look like Antonio Banderas, like they're about to get killed, right? It's not.
There's something I need to tell
and it's
you.
like something I need to tell you.
You look like Antonio Banderas with the long hair.
That's just pretty fucking funny. I was like, all right, good jokes in there, well written on that. Like storyline went well. The kid, number 5. Like, I really like this kid. He's a fucking good actor. He's
Great
very
actor.
entertaining on the screen. Like, he carries a scene very well.
And also, he's a little older now, so it's kind of cool. You get to see that next kind of, like, step of him, you know? And then also, the older person that they got to play him when he's older nails the mannerisms. Like, those two together was really cool to see, knowing that that's 2 separate actors that had to learn the exact same role and do it the same way, basically. And also, I remember we had spoken previously about the music montages in the last one that were kind of annoying, like that weird dance they did and all that. Remember that?
Yes.
But in this one, I think it was very tastefully done.
Much better done, and the soundtrack's pretty good.
It was.
Like, my favorite song from it was a cover of Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot how good Crazy that song really was.
Oh, yeah.
But I actually think this one's even better than the original.
Yeah, it's a stripped down one, though. Of course.
What's that mean?
That's the big production one's incredible, but the stripped down version of it,
It's like
that's
an
like the true
acoustic.
sign of a song. With the lyrical content and all that, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a good song. It's a good song. It's a good song. Man.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I really like her rendition of it too.
What's her name?
Danielle Andrade?
How do you
And-
spell it?
Danielle.
No, how do you spell the last name?
And ANDRADE.
Andrade?
Andrade. Like
Andre?
Gobert.
Andrade?
Anne Raid Gobert. Yeah, that was a good song. They got other cool ones, but that one definitely was my favorite. And yes, the damn musical montage fucking pieces were way different. I don't think they were quite as long, or they were at least a little more entertaining. When something just breaks out into a dance number, it just fucks me up too much. I'm like, what are we
that's
doing?
kinda weird.
Like, I don't mind when you got like a musical montage where there's an
Right.
action scene or maybe a flashback or something. But when they just in the middle of a conversation, something happened, next thing you know is a dance number, it fucks the whole show up for me. I'm like, wait, what happened here? We were like living almost parallel real world universe, and next thing you know, we broke out in a fucking song and dance. Kind of weird. I do not know how to say her name at all. It's got a bunch of letters that don't seem like they go together.
Ritu Arya.
There you go. I don't know what she is, if she's Indian or something. Cool looking chick, very distinct like look to her.
Yeah, she's adorable.
She was my favorite probably character in the whole thing, especially mostly in the beginning.
She's
like,
English.
Really?
Ritu?
Ritu?
Can we call her Rita? Rita?
No,
you can call her whatever you want.
Ritu. Ritu Ara.
Yeah,
That's what I call her.
She was born in the United Kingdom. It doesn't say like what her nationality
If
is.
if her name had more syllables, I would be able to
Ritu.
say it. These words,
Ritu.
I don't
Rita.
fucking dick with these
Ritu.
little words.
Ritu.
But anyway, she plays a psychiatric patient in the beginning, and I'm a big fan. Like, I'm a big fan of people in a psychiatric ward. I ain't gonna
She
fucking
is
lie
Indian,
about
just
that.
so you know.
I really enjoy that. Like, if there's a setting for a movie, if you put it in an insane asylum, I'm probably gonna watch it. You know what? Throw in a big tall motherfucker and a midget, I guarantee I'm watching that motherfucker. Insane asylums are a great source of entertainment and potential. Like, great, man. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, incredible movie. I'll even watch the female version, Girl Interrupted. I'll watch that one.
Really? All right.
Those are great movies.
Is that with
The
Angelina
12
Jolie?
Monkeys?
Oh, that's a great movie.
Insane Asylum? Great.
Yeah. Great movie.
Rain Man. I'll classify that.
That's not an insane
He
asylum
was in
movie.
some
Ah,
home.
He was in a home. He wasn't in
Yeah.
a fucking... Wasn't in a clink.
Sling Blade? He should have been.
I've
Great
never watched
movie.
that movie all the way through.
Oh, what the hell? This movie's great. I've seen it several times.
Dude,
I know about them potatoes.
I
We
like
need
the way
more
you talk.
movies in Insane Asylum.
All right.
They're great. So
She
her
played a
character
funny,
in that
crazy
was
person.
really good.
She was very cute and goofy with it.
Yeah. She's done a lot, nothing really in American, film or television. But that's going to change. She's going to be in Red Notice, which is an upcoming American action comedy thriller written and directed by Rawson Marshall Thuber. I don't know who that is.
Thuber.
But somebody must trust him with a lot of money because it's going to star her, Dwayne Johnson, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds.
It's actually Thurber.
Whatever.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know.
Oh,
But anyway, that's a
You
lot
can't say
of
these long
that's a
words,
lot
you
of
can-
money. That's a lot of money. To give you a hint, if you want me to really break it down to you, I've heard the word compartmentalization. I've heard that, right? And since I heard it, I had to memorize it. Because if that was just a word somebody put in front of me and I didn't know, like I knew what that word was, then went and looked it up. If it was vice versa, you just showed me that word, I wouldn't have a fucking clue on where to begin reading that thing. It would look like a run-on sentence. I'd be like, somebody fucking just put all the words together like I did on Mayday's
Thuber.
break.
I'm sorry.
News returns. I put it all in one word.
Oh, yeah. No, one syllable.
Well,
That's
good.
it.
I'm looking forward to her career taking off because I think she's really cute, a great actress, and she has big titties.
I just wanted to play a crazy person again, though, and I don't think she ever will.
How do you know?
They should have milked that character for more.
No pun intended.
Like the Pelicans are doing the cash cow Zion. That movie, the Red Notice that she's in, it was supposed to come out in 2020. It got moved, and then now I think it's just coming out on Netflix. It's not even gonna be in a theater.
That's fine.
So I don't know. Pretty cool.
Looking forward to it.
Here comes the helicopter. What is that? Looking for the dude from Tread.
This man owned a business next to the concrete company that he had a long-standing beef with the concrete company in Granby, a very long-standing, decades old, it was described to us, and then he went after the concrete company first. He then made his way down Main Street of Granby and actually was taking out buildings as he passed, took out much of the town hall, took out the library, may have gone through the Liberty Bank. It actually looks like he might have punched in one side of a new Liberty Bank in Granby and came out the other. And You can see the armor plate on the side of that. It didn't seem to matter what police officers did with the rifles and such, and they could not pierce it. This was an earth scraper they moved in to try to do some combat, but the scraper is just no match for the cat there, the caterpillar turned tank.
This fucking dude was insane, man.
The documentary is called Tread. It's on Netflix. I remember we talked about this when it was going to be come out, and I was like, maybe this is the show for you. It's a guy who goes crazy, builds a tank. 'Cause ever since I've known Mayday, he always talked about losing it and going to get a dump truck, I think it has been.
A bulldozer.
A bulldozer.
Or like a backhoe.
Yeah, and just plowing into
That's
shit.
what it was,
Is
a
that
bulldozer.
where this came from?
Kinda.
Because this goes back a while.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
have
like
the year in here, but this is around during Reagan time.
I think it started then. Like,
'Cause
in
they said Reagan
1990.
gets shot, and that the day after this happened, so it kind of faded
Oh,
away
what?
from the
All right.
news.
Damn. I think this was like 2000 something.
And Reagan had been gone.
Yeah, dude, Reagan, goddamn.
2015?
Might be going back to the 80s, so maybe you were a child when this happened.
All right.
We need to find out when this actually happened. They didn't. I don't think they even said that in the documentary. Maybe
Yeah,
they
they
did.
did.
I was a fan, though, because I've watched it before, though. So I
Yeah.
know about it. You know what I mean? I've seen it.
The documentary itself, I'm going to say, is kind of, it's not that great. Man, they go into a very long time explaining and setting this up before.
Got him.
And before anything exciting kind of happens.
right.
And they go in depth in telling you about each person who he later then goes and victimizes. That was a good word, too. Put that on my list. Yes, Allie, you have to go to the bathroom?
He did it on June 4th in 2004. So
Really?
it was not when Reagan got shot.
And what
Sorry.
happened? They said something happened
2004.
the next day. And that's why it got taken off the news. Anyway.
I was sleeping through the whole thing, and you watched it.
I don't want to hear it.
No, he watched it and doesn't know.
Okay, I don't care, because I wasn't worried about that. I was more, once they got to this vehicle he
I
constructed.
know, but you try to tell Mayday, oh, it was fucking way before that, being mean to him, when guess what?
I
Your
wasn't really
motherfucking
being
shit
mean
was
to him.
wrong.
We play 2K. That's being mean to him. This was just casual conversation.
Mayday, get out of the paint.
The feet gonna dry in that motherfucking paint. So, dude, I'm watching. I'm trying to give the review an action document. I'm gonna do like them and stretch out the boring shit so we can get to the good stuff. I'm watching this thing at first. I'm like, these people are fucked up and they fucked with this man. Typical small town, good old boys club. Like, I'm hook, line, and sinker into thinking this dude is the hero.
Right.
But as it goes on, I start to find out those people I'm sure they were doing some not great business things, but it sounds like he had multiple chances to make things okay. Yes, Allie.
Okay, so you were halfway correct. Ronald Reagan died on that day, but when he got shot a long time ago, he didn't die from it.
Oh,
so this
okay.
was just when he died of
So
natural
he
causes.
died the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, we're learning something.
From a gunshot wound.
No.
COVID.
It was probably COVID, the original COVID. It was SARS too.
He had got COVID-15.
COVID 04.
Or H4N7.
04 vid.
Or Ryan Davison ran into him.
Raw dog.
He raw dogged him.
All right, see, now this show's getting good. We only got 30 minutes left. We've been doing great. All right, can I ask something?
So finally,
Okay, go ahead.
Finally, I do believe. Finally, I do believe that he's fucking nuts.
God,
Like, this
right?
motherfucker was
Wow.
crazy, and he was smart, and he was talented. When I was a young child, my dad used to tell me a lot of times, it's been ingrained into my head, so I believe it to be true, that if I had brains, that I would have been dangerous. I never quite understood what he meant until I seen this dude. This dude is what happens if you got brains and you become dangerous.
Yeah, but you have a Mayday. That's why you're dangerous.
But
Y'all
then,
are a dangerous team.
I also thought that would God build something? God builds that shit to fucking last, pal.
Can you believe this dude fucking built his own armored tank?
And I must say, I'm finished up, and then we're gonna get to that. Another
sorry.
thought I had is he never once said Jesus.
Right.
Never
Yeah,
once
yeah, yeah.
said
He's like
Jesus.
some
So
Allah shit.
what God he was speaking to cannot actually be determined by
Old
this
Testament
documentary.
God.
I don't know if this was Jesus or not. But
No, man, Jesus was nonviolent,
I
dude.
think the last probably 30 minutes or whatever
Right.
should have been the first 45. Like it should start with him designing this fucking piece of, I don't even know what to call it, piece of modern marvel.
Machinery. You could just call it a tank.
Ah, man.
Death tank. They called it like a killdozer.
Killdozer. That's bad.
That's what it was.
Holy fucking
Well, first
crap.
off, he gets the fucking giant ass. Like this is like bigger than a normal bulldozer or bobcat or anything
Yeah,
like
it was like
that.
massive, right?
Yeah, this is like 2 steps up and the middle one in there.
Can
so
I
it's
just-
like goddamn.
Can I just say too that
Hey,
we were watching it?
goddamn.
We were watching it, and I heard the whole story and all the people he pissed off and all the drama,
Yeah.
and then hear back and forth. So then I fell asleep. And then all of a sudden, I kind of randomly woke up in the middle of a part where he was just fucking running shit over. And I was like, I did not see this coming. Holy shit. Because I didn't know what it was about beforehand.
Oh, all right.
And I was like, and Zartom's awake and he's going, oh shit.
Finally.
He's fucking blown over shit. It was incredible. This is the craziest shit
When
ever.
he goes for the first house, how easy it came down. I was just like, damn, that's it.
Fucking
Like
killed
this
him.
motherfucker just ran right, and I really thought it was gonna be fucked after the first
Right.
house.
3 houses, maybe.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
one. I'm thinking after
One?
one.
All right,
because
maybe-
he's not like using it properly. He's just running this thing into it, and I'm like, man, I know it's got like tank fucking
Right,
treads. I guess
treads and
that's
all
where the
that.
name
Yeah, yeah,
comes
yeah.
from. But man, it's still to not get fucking stuck or whatever.
Right.
I'm like, this is pretty amazing.
Impressed.
Did it say
Impressive.
how long his rampage went?
No, it went on for a while.
It looked
though.
like he was fucking, because I fell asleep again subsequently and kept waking up to more shit
Yeah.
being destroyed. And I'm
Oh,
like,
how
holy shit, this
long-
is still on.
how long it went on started to be surprising.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he like pulls up, because you don't know it yet, but he pulls up at that fucking when he got the propane tanks, and then you find out he's got a gun in there,
And he's
shooting at the like that was like a failed attempt. That was like building 7, but that was a failed attempt. Like his plan was then. And like it was all systematic. And in one of the writings on the wall, it said you do it like something about every great plan. You plan it, you strategize about it,
Yeah.
and
Ooh,
then you
nice.
you execute. So it was like this was
Right,
all
right.
thought out
Oh,
and
yeah,
planned.
yeah.
Like that fucked me up. Like
Yeah.
knowing he had made that decision when God come and talked to him in the hot tub.
God said, you need to go fucking tear some shit up, brother.
And they even offered him like way more money, like than he should have got for
yeah.
that.
Basically
Like
gave
it
He
him
got
got to
like
a point.
400 grand or something, and then he decided to live in there, and it was in squalor just so he could do this.
Yeah.
For
It was
years,
like
right?
he could have just walked away and made a shitload of money, bought him a nice little house
Just
Snowmobile.
moved.
and
yeah.
a snowmobile, and done that for the rest of his life and probably lived okay. But
Yeah.
he was like, no. That's not what the fuck God wants. Me and God were in the hot tub, cranked that bitch up to 96, started having some thoughts. I was trying to find out too whether he was an alcoholic or not,
He was on shrooms or
but I'm
something.
almost gonna think my evidence, and it's not very much evidence, but I'm gonna say no, and it's because there was a picture of him that they had, and his refrigerator in the background. It was full of alcohol. I don't think alcoholics have like a large supply of alcohol.
Yeah, there was like 17 bottles of liquor on top of it.
Yeah,
like,
those were
stacked up.
bottles of liquor that he probably had a party and he didn't
Right.
finish all.
He didn't look like something.
So I
he'd be-
don't
they
think
were
he
all
was an
full.
alcoholic. Because an alcoholic, he would have went through them fucking bottles.
Oh, yeah. Live
He
by himself.
might have been schizophrenic. I don't know if they talked about his mental illness or
No,
anything.
God talked to him.
You think hearing voices in your head, that's like a I
When the
think
voice is
schizophrenia
God's,
got-
you fucking listen.
Hey, maybe remember you said I was hearing voices in my head? Maybe I'm going to start fucking building a kill tank. You don't know about me.
No, I think that's
I'm going to
because you
bulldoze
can,
over you.
you can, I can use telepathy on you.
I almost ran over somebody with my Jeep one time.
I think Allie's starting to hear what I'm thinking
But
sometimes.
I was an alcoholic
Scary.
when that happened.
ESPN day. I was very impressed at how like thorough this dude was with this whole thing.
The planning
he
of it was
incredible.
each step of it was like impressive to a point. The dedication to it, how he gets rid of his place, or he sells it to the people,
right,
and then leases it with the money that he made from it. He uses that to lease his own place from them, and then just stays in there.
Right.
He like made him a little tent in there
you
and
saw
lived
that?
in there while he just built this.
And he got
this
them to
kill
get all the
tank.
shit hooked up. He got them to pay for getting all the water and shit hooked up, and then he had water.
Right.
And he starts just building this death machine, and he's got to do it. He's got to do it at night because he don't want him to know.
Right.
And then even in that tape that he has, that was kind of cool that they had the audio recording that he made before he went on this rampage.
Quality, though.
But yeah, the quality was bad, and it like I was straining to hear the shit.
Yeah,
like,
I
and
think they
understand
did.
it.
They could have done a lot more to make that
To fix it.
Well, to fix it and to make it, if it was going to be that much of a part of the movie, if say it's a third, the half
Yeah,
of
it's
the
a
movie,
lot.
then hey, you should really have taken some time to get that right.
Right,
The
try to
audio.
get some
Yeah.
noise out of it or
Oh,
something.
restore it,
You think it could have been fixed,
Oh,
Mayday?
I was kind of getting aggravated with the reenactments.
That was a little weird too. That was a little weird. Yeah.
I would have rather have just seen the entire video of it
While they're
uncut,
talk-
just to let it run.
Yeah, while they're talking about it in the
Right.
background, that would have been sick.
Yeah. So I was impressed with the gun, right? That was first you impressed with like, holy shit, this dude made this armored
Vehicle,
bulldozer thing.
bulldozer. Yeah,
Then you find out he's got a gun in it.
right.
Then you find out he's got a camera system in there, and that's how he's driving it because they're
Yeah.
trying to shoot through the little bitty, like, man, those are a little bitty view.
Yeah.
And they're trying to shoot through those things, and they can't
Not
get
happening,
through it. And
right.
then you're like, how's this guy driving? Because he's driving it well, too.
I know. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he goes down the street. He ain't hitting shit
No,
that
It's not
he didn't
Tone
want to hit.
Wildlands driving.
That shit's good driving. Fastest way to a point is a straight line.
Straight
care if there's
over
roads
all the
or not.
buildings in the town.
So, man, that dude, that was impressive that it was being steered using a camera system
Right,
that
right,
he
right.
made in there.
Yeah.
Then the next thing that was impressive was the air conditioning system he used to ventilate it.
Right. Yeah.
And then the dude, he must have built some kind of contraption to where the air was getting in and cooling it off, but
Right.
yet they couldn't shoot through it.
Right.
So this had to be some
Oh
well-constructed
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like all of it. The cameras, and it all worked.
And held up.
And you remember he says in the thing, like, I don't know how long or how much of this I'm going to get done. I guess however much God wants me to do. God did not like
He was
those
like
fucking
Noah's
people.
Ark, except it wasn't.
He was trying, God wanted to eliminate that family of retards.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Why is that funny, Mayday? I think they might have been inbred.
Yeah, whatever. That's the dude's sister. They gave birth to them kids, man. It was fucked up. Them dudes
All
are
of them
wild.
had the fucked up eye.
Yeah, you know what's crazy though? They were rich, but they were like them worker dudes. Like they wake up and they enjoy working.
Right.
That dude's like, we get to play with toys.
Yeah.
Big toys.
We could hire people, but we don't. It's like
Motherfucker drives trucks for a living, and then when he's off, he buys
plays
models
model
of trucks.
trucks.
I'm like, God, those people, I envy them so much. Like, God damn, you found something you love that actually makes money? Like, motherfucker.
that's fucking great. That was weird. That was a weird.
You
part.
might be a retard, but you hit the life lotto. Until fucking Madman coming and has a talk with God in the hot tub. Next thing you know, he's coming for your mama's house. Dude drove that truck through that old woman's house.
That's horrible.
Right through it.
Did any people get
He
hurt?
didn't
in his
slow
rampage?
down.
Hey, did any people
Dude,
get
and
hurt?
then them people in the fucking city hall, and he like went through the bottom floor, which was the library, which you know what kind of town that is if city hall's above like the public library. But dude, he went for them. Dude, then they call him motherfuckers like, hey man, get out your house, man, coming with a bulldozer.
Oh no! Can you imagine?
Holy shit, bro, that dude went on rampage,
Did
man.
they say if people got killed?
What?
Did he kill people?
I don't know. I don't think it.
How did they not
Dude,
tell
in the
you that?
beginning, it's kind of funny too. The reenactment was kind of aggravating me, but they, when they start like they shooting at, it, they don't know how to stop this thing. And then the mayor or something calls. He's freaking out. Speaking of the mayor, the dude that was acting mayor at the time, his new beard.
Oh God! Yes.
This
oh
is
my God.
our former mayor, and it's like this dude with like hair.
Yeah.
Like his
not
mustache is coming out from his sideburns.
Yeah.
like,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, boy looked like the fucking leprechaun that was in that black neighborhood that
What was
time.
up with the fucking? What was up with
Ain't
the?
nothing but a crackhead.
What was up with the fucking nose of your other boy, the other
Which
acting
one?
mayor? The nose, dude.
Oh,
you know what
his
I'm
nose
talking-
had a nose.
Nose. No, that nose, dude. That
It
nose
had a
is
nose
his
itself.
nose.
That thing was giant.
His whole nose had a face. What the fuck?
You don't invite him to have cocaine party. Ha ha.
You don't invite him nowhere, man. Keep
Boy,
that
like-
thing at home. We'll snuffleupagus.
Damn, huh?
Fucking vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, but pretty fucking impressive though. That end of that documentary, you know what it is? It's not a good documentary, but the subject matter was so good
Oh yeah.
Yes.
that it kind of made up for a shitty documentary.
I'm pretty upset that I missed the best part, that I watched the boring part and then didn't see the good part. I might have to go back and look at that one more time.
So I will say the other thing that I didn't. This is one thing that I didn't know about the whole system. He built the plates, right? The armor, and then I didn't know he filled it with concrete. So it was armor
Oh,
plate.
right.
Then he did the concrete. Then
From them
another
dudes,
steel
he went
plate.
and ran into
He
that
basically
shit.
was like, they're
Yeah.
not going to be able to fucking stop me. Like, that
Right?
dude was just like, hit me with everything. I'm
Right.
going, bitch.
Dude, unbelievable, man. The part that got me watching, like when I watched the live feed of that, or the smoke and scam version of it, he went on for a while, and I thought he got stuck numerous times, and
Right.
somehow he didn't. And I was like, oh, this is the end. This is the end. And it's like backed out. And it's like, how did you get out of that?
They bring that big truck, which was kind of fucked up because
Grader.
it had that
Yeah.
axle in the middle,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
made it kind of
Right,
weak.
right.
It's its weak point.
That was that scene. That was exactly
but when
what
he
it was.
moves that thing,
Oh, yeah. He almost flipped him.
like he just moved it.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
He didn't even slow. It's not like he hit it and then had to rev it up and push the dude. Nah, he just fucking
Yeah.
just run right over it.
The amount of weight that dude was moving was just insane.
Oh, so easily too. That was a testament to that fucking. If you
Engine?
need
The
you a
engine on
vehicle
that
like
thing.
that,
You
Oh
could
my
get
God.
that
that's
one.
the one you need to get.
Whatever one that was it.
Yeah, it was a
That
commercial
dude.
for
that
that.
was Noah's
God,
tank,
man.
man. Fuck.
Right?
Man, God don't fuck around.
No, dude. God does not.
God was up there, fucking just
And
hanging
them
out. They heard something. He's like, "Who the fuck is calling my name now?" He's like, "What?" And he's like, "What is this fucking middle-aged dude in a hot tub want with me?" Explains the story to God, and God's like, "All right, well, here, I'll send you this blueprint. See what you can do." That guy went to work. The high-tech shit in it, though, really kind of did fuck me up. I was like, holy crap, this dude's like really was really good at this shit, man. And then they were hoping that the military went there to try to get the plan so that they could make some. But I think one of the dudes that he ran over his house, they like stripped that fucking thing down and like disposed of it to
Really?
like try to forget about it for the rest of their life, I
God.
guess.
Oh, instead of like, this is the kill dozer and all this stuff.
Right?
Jesus,
They
huh?
don't. They wanted
We're all
to forget about
sinners.
this. Yeah, crazy shit though.
Wow.
They're going crazy, like losing your shit,
Yeah.
and doing something like I guess you would call it like a crime of passion.
Uh-huh.
That usually needs to be kind of easy and not well thought out. This
Yeah.
dude,
Oh, hey, the creepy. I wouldn't say the creepiest part, but the part that kind of got me was like when he was living in there and he was living in that meager lifestyle and just having barely any food, but he kept on watching the same shit over and over, like those videos or whatever. That Vin Diesel video. I was like, oh my
he
god.
ain't watched the Vin Diesel like revenge movie.
Yeah.
that I
like,
never
what?
even heard of.
Yeah, me neither. I was
Oh.
like, what the hell?
Dude, he was like so ready to die because he was fucking watching a Vin Diesel movie. Fuck.
That's what he's really mad about.
Too bad. If this would have happened after Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't think he would have listened to God. He would have been like, nope, I want to see the next one. I don't care if James Gunn's a pedophile or not.
Can I pet that dog?
Yeah. Crazy show, though, right?
Oh, my
dude.
God. That was insane.
Yeah, that was pretty good though. I'm not
I feel
gonna
like
lie.
I heard somebody like tell me about that a year or so ago. But I never really thought about it that hard. And then
There's another one. They might already have a documentary, but if maybe they'll redo it. Remember the one where the bank robbers? I think they were in California,
Yep.
went robbed the bank, and
Yep.
then they were just walking
Oh yeah.
through the
Yep.
streets.
Yep. Oh, and then they start stealing cars and all. Oh yeah, that was incredible. The big like infamous shootout.
Yeah, maybe to do that.
That'd be sick.
That'd be a good documentary.
Yeah, could shoot them up.
I like these documentaries now that got actual footage.
Oh, I
And
know,
It's awesome.
right?
It makes the documentary so much better.
Yeah.
Especially when the footage is like this. They didn't use the footage good enough.
Oh no, at all. They could have put strategic parts of the footage while they're telling the story, and I think it would have made it,
Go one by one. Start the motherfucker off. Victim 1. This dude was a cement guy. And then go and interview the guy. Like, come on, man. This documentary's right there. It could have been so great. Like, you fucking blew it. Whoever your name is. I remember you putting your name in the beginning of it. It wasn't tooth and nail. I know that. Yeah, missed the boat. You know what else they missed the boat on? Tiny fucking creatures. This show, somebody needs to be arrested for this show. I'm serious. All these animal lovers
for
out
real.
there, how is this fucking show on Netflix? If you care at all about animals and their cruelty towards them rubs you the wrong way, then you should be appalled at this show, Tiny Creatures.
It pisses me off as much as the fucking monkey baby that we saw that time.
The first episode was about a kangaroo rat.
It's
This
so
little
cute.
fucking thing is awesome. Very neat little creature. I'm sure it doesn't harm anybody. I'm pretty sure it is a vegetarian. It does not even eat meat. This is a very peaceful little creature. Well, the people from Tiny Creatures decide they're going to scoop one of them up. They scooped two of them up, actually, but one of them had a very small role in this fake-ass fucking show. They take one and torture it for an episode. That's what they do
It
to
made
this
me very
fucking
uncomfortable.
kangaroo
It
rat.
made me uncomfortable.
They torture it for viewing pleasure. It's
Yeah.
fake stories. It's acting animals or some good fucking CGI. This could be a deep fake. None of these animals could be real. This could be like BBC Earth.
I questioned it a few times. I know what they can do these days, but I think it's real. But I
And
do think it's forced and wrong.
If anything, you gotta watch this show to tell me if this is real animals or CGI. And if it's real animals, they do some fucked up things to these real animals.
Really?
I'm gonna give you a little list here.
No, let's
They
hear it.
take this little kangaroo rat and they torture him with a rattlesnake. And I'm going to say torture meaning, a little kangaroo rat's number one fear, raising high anxiety, would be a rattlesnake. Well, they put it in close proximity to one, or it's just CGI.
And didn't they let the other one get eaten by it?
Next, they put him in a cave system from a giant ass fucking lizard. It's like the one of the red and black ones. I don't know what it was called, but it was big, like a Gila monster.
Gila monster, whatever.
So they torture him, threaten him with that. Then they threaten him with a tarantula, a very large
Big ass tarantula.
Now, dude, remember, this is all fake, right?
Right.
It's either CGI or it's them making up the story. You can kind of tell that this is not really happening. They didn't go, put some cameras and follow this fucking kangaroo rat around. They set this shit up.
Right. Yeah,
Because the next thing that happens that gave it away, that you're like, oh, it's guaranteed this is so fucking fake, is that you see, dirt and dust flying all over this little guy, and he's, falling down, he's getting knocked around, and dust flying all over this poor little
And
creature.
rocks hitting him and
you're
shit.
like, what the fuck is happening? Is this another earthquake? Nah, it's a dirt bike. And then they show the dirt bike, and dude, everything's super
He's,
crisp,
doing donuts and
4K,
peeling out.
beautiful, high contrast, high definition video of this stuff, zoomed in,
incredible.
close-ups. Dude, it looks so good, it gotta be fake. But then they show the bike kind of jumping
Right.
over him and stuff like that. So a dirt bike, they torture him with a fucking dirt bike. If that's not enough, he goes and crawls into a little can for some safety. He's in the can. They're like, oh, he can't be in the sun for long either because it's fucking hot. In Arizona, it's too hot for a little kangaroo rat to just be
Yeah, they said,
jumping
an
around
hour
out there.
Or more, he can't be out in the sun.
He goes in this fucking little can.
Starts cooking.
No, and he finds some shade, and he finally's gonna get to go to sleep because he's been run out of his home by a rattlesnake. Then he got chased by, a dirt bike, almost killed by a lizard, and then a spider was blocking his way out of there.
Modern day Five.
He escapes all that, and then he gets attacked by a fucking dirt bike. So he crawls into this can to get in the shade to just take a nap, and next thing you know, this fucking cowboy motherfucker decides he wants to shoot cans. He doesn't want to shoot Africans. He doesn't want to shoot Puerto Ricans. He doesn't want to shoot Mexicans. He wants to shoot the fucking cans that the poor kangaroo rat is trying to take a nap in. So he plucks off one can and another one, and anticipation's building, and you're like, why don't the cameraman just say, hey, can you not shoot that can? This poor little fucking creature we're filming been through a lot. No. They just let him shoot it, but I don't think he shoots it. Something happens. The can falls somehow. I forget what happens, but he escapes. He does not get shot. I don't remember how.
I don't remember what it was.
At this time, I'm getting very upset.
I was upset too.
And it's to the point where they knock the fucking can over to where this little creature falls about in it. When they put the camera on him, he's upside down. He's got to jump back up. I'm like, you're fucking torturing this thing for this scripted bullshit fucking show. This is amazing. I can't believe they're getting away with this.
Same.
So then he gets away only to be chased by this giant bird. I don't know if it was a falcon or an eagle. It was a big ass.
Some kind of hawk.
Yeah, some kind of hawk. Unbelievable.
But dude, can I say something? I don't know when this came in, but there was some part of it where there was a scorpion. Was that him that got stung?
Yeah, after he runs from the bird, he goes to them trailer park people that are having a fire, and he hides in a little Coke tray.
Yeah.
But you see, people don't want those plastic things. I just seen one.
It was going to go in the
Coke
boot,
tray,
and the fucking scorpion's coming out. Wait, but dude, this fucking scorpion comes out, and then another rat came to his rescue, or some other kind of animal. Maybe it was a mouse.
Scorpion death rat.
Wait,
he had armor plates on him and everything.
It was some kind of different rat, right? And it came and almost kind of saved him.
Yeah, and they showed him two fighting.
The scorpion, but dude, the scorpion was stinging it to death, and it was just grr, 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 and you're watching this thing just get jabbed. It was really uncomfortable.
And it was all fake. This is not this is set up shit. They torture these fucking animals for this shit show.
It's fucked up. It's not something that just happened naturally. There's no way.
Yeah, but that certain rat was he couldn't be killed by the venom. That's
right,
why he
but
was
it's still, I
specialty
guarantee you, it was still painful. It looked fucked up.
Yeah,
he was all roughed up, and he got away, and he was alive, though.
Yeah, they had these animals fighting. And so the little kangaroo rat then goes back, and he has I'll call it a falcon. Falcon chase him to the home so that the falcon can fight the rattlesnake. Dumb show, horrible show. So it's either all CGI, it's definitely scripted and fake as fuck. Right. And I think this is animal cruelty. This is torture.
Do you want me to look it up, or do you want to just
I don't understand why.
Do you want me to find out if it's CGI? It'd be a pretty easy search.
They're probably going to say no, just like they lie about the moon and BBC Earth. Ain't no fucking pictures of the Earth, man. That shit flat than a motherfucker. But anyway, we went to watch episode 2, and it's something like somebody in an apartment with a hamster.
Like a New York
and then
City animal.
they showing a hamster running around. I'm like, this show is fucking horrible. But man, that first episode, I don't think it's gonna get any better than that.
Okay.
And that was really sad.
So wait, hold on.
Tell me somebody's suing them for animal cruelty.
It says it's shot like a mini movie. Sets are made, plot points are planned out, and there's lots of green screen and CGI.
Oh, this shit fake as a motherfucker then.
It says dramatic helped by a team of handlers and trainers. They used real animals for the story and even wrote scripts. We visualized every frame based on our experience of what we could expect from these type of animals. Yeah. We had a good idea of what we could get out of the animals in terms of performance. I was able to write a script that was scientifically accurate and didn't embellish what they would normally do naturally. It says once storylines were established, build sets and cityscapes, deserts, attics, so none of that was real, and then provide backgrounds for their amazing jerseys. Although it's set in America to satisfy Netflix's predominantly U.S. audience, most of the filming was done in the U.K. and many creatures based here too. It says the animals' welfare was paramount, not only because the law demands it, because a happy animal is more inclined to be active on set. So it says, it's pointing to us. We got used to them. They got used to us. Familiar with their surroundings where possible. Fed them by hand and brought them on. So they're trying to say they took care of the animals.
Man, throwing dirt on you, just because they give you a nice lunch don't mean they need to throw dirt on you and fucking have you fight a scorpion. Like, man, they need to call their fucking lawyers. Need to call the Animal fucking Actor Association, get that shit fixed, bro. These poor bastards, they're willing to do a Vagisil commercial.
Ooh.
Like, they don't give a fuck. No, you can't pet the dog. No dog.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about that. I guess it still seems
course they
pretty
saying that.
unethical, man. I don't know. But if they're like pets and they're okay, I didn't like the snake. Maybe they knew the snake wasn't gonna hurt them or something. Like, it's weird. The guy shooting the can, that's fucked up though. He could.
He doesn't like the cans.
He could have missed.
He doesn't
it,
like you
hit
idiot.
That little thing, man. That's fucked up.
Dude, coming out this Friday, Project Power.
Yeah.
You think this is going to be good?
I don't know. I
Luke
just think
Hawk-
it's cool that Luke's in it.
Luke Hawks is going to be in it, which is going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I think he's got an acting role. I'm almost positive for them to put you in the credits like he's in it on IMDb. That meant you had at least like a line or two in it. So that would be kind of cool to watch Luke in action. Hopefully he gets to say a couple of words before he gets killed as usual. Like, Luke is a professional dyer in these movies. So I'm pulling for Luke, man. How many lines you think Luke's going to have before his death?
4?
As many as it takes.
4!
4.
4 lines?
Say
Maybe
4.
it's going 4 lines. Hold on, I'm writing this down. How does he die?
Ooh. I don't know anything about the movie, but I'll say some kind of car crash or something.
Car
like
crash. All right. You sure it's not plumbing?
that. No, it was termites, goddammit.
All right. Allie, how many lines does Luke Hawk get in this Project Power?
Let's say at least 10.
Whoa, 10 lines. That's a whole conversation. All right. How does he die?
I don't think he dies in this.
Oh, he lives. Okay. I'm gonna say he has 2 lines, and he's gonna something with fire. He's gonna burn.
What? Really?
Yeah. I haven't. So I watched the trailer, so I got a little added advantage. There's definitely like
you cheated, you
I didn't
motherfucker.
fucking cheat. I just call research, pal. Do your own. There's some dude that fucking lights fire. That's some superpower. So it looks like they're gonna have Jamie Foxx. I believe he's a cop. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is gonna be. He's gonna be another cop in their New Orleans Police Department.
Interesting.
I guess Machine Gun Kelly. I'm gonna have to think he's gonna be a bad guy. I don't know why. I don't see him playing a cop. But anyway, there's something also with this pill that you take, and the pill brings out whatever superpower you have within you. Like, it sounds like it's not, the pill doesn't give you a certain superpower. The pill activates whatever
superpower you have.
Yeah, so people have different ones. The Levititi. He looks like he's kind of indestructible because I think he gets shot in the face. If you look at the graphic on the promo for the show, you see him getting hit in the head with a bullet and like not going through his skin. I think Jamie Foxx is the fireman.
Really?
Yeah, maybe Machine Gun Kelly will actually be able to rap. We'll have to see. But I'm looking forward to seeing that. Anything right now, I'll watch it.
What's that coming on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix.
All right.
I don't think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? How could you know, man? Jamie Foxx, boy. Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
The trailer wasn't that good.
Isn't that the chick that was in the last season of Westworld? Maybe not. Never mind.
Jordan Gordon-Levitt?
No, never mind. No.
No, you just keep saying no.
Yeah,
and,
because I meant never mind. Leave it alone.
There's a chick though that's in it that plays, I think, Jamie Foxx's sister. That was the weakest.
I was watching a
That was the
preview.
weakest part of the trailer to me.
She looked similar to the chick that was with that football player on
I'm hoping that
that other show.
as the movie goes on, I start to like her, but I kind of didn't like her in the trailer.
Well, I didn't get this. I just saw a visual for a second.
There's this dude, Michael Thomas, though. Isn't Michael Thomas Jared Brawler's boy? And is his
so.
name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there's another dude named Michael Thomas. He doesn't play football either. He's in this movie, and dude, he's got a unique birthmark called Nevis.
What?
Yeah, it helped him stand out and
Really?
create a lane of his own. But man, it's fucking odd. Like it's something with his skin.
That sounds weird.
What?
You know how that dude had a nose?
Yeah,
This kind of dude's got something like that going on.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. What is this?
I don't know what you talk about. You can't just check out.
Michael
and then,
Thomas. Who? Michael Thomas, the football player?
No, the guy that's in this movie that we're talking about, Project Power.
Oh, I didn't realize we were still talking about that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
exactly.
But in one of the articles I was reading, it's like, man, it ends up he took something negative and really turned it into a positive. He's, helping him stand out. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, man, you could take a dude in a normal face and make him look like that, but there's going to be a lot of CGI. You have to do a deep fake to get this poor guy to look like he doesn't have this poor disease.
Right.
Glad he's still getting work. Hopefully he's a good actor, too. I'm sure he's good, like, to overcome that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right?
Oh
absolutely.
shit! It's like his whole face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa, it's wild. Okay, I just found it.
He's definitely going to be a bad guy, right?
I don't know. Good
I like
question.
it, man. He looks cool.
Or that could
What
be
do you
like.
mean he looks cool?
Like he looks cool as fuck. It's wild. It's almost like he's like a superhero or something.
I don't get it.
Like that's like his persona, you know?
It looks like it's fake.
Like some of it's black under his eyes, almost looks like makeup. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Lastly, I played Destroy All Humans for the demo. I got to play like the first level of it. It looked very cool. It was very colorful. It was kind of funny. The first time I got to pick up a cow and hurl it using my alien brain. That was fun.
Nice.
Driving the UFO was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll be honest, after I played that first level, if it would have been free and I could have played more, I probably would have played maybe an hour.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
then I don't think I would have
That'd
went
been it.
back and,
Alright.
and played it more. It was fun and it was neat, kind of funny and looked cool, but I don't think it has that
It factor.
capture
Sure.
you to go, yeah, I'm gonna dump a lot of hours on this. But a kind of cool game. You can buy it for like $40. If it was $20, I probably would have just bought it right there.
Yeah.
40, I don't know.
That's a little much. Or it's a little high. It's
I
next
start
level.
to get to it like, hey man, $40. I kind of want something in return.
Right,
than
right.
Like 2 hours of goofing off. $20, I'm like, all right, that's
Yeah.
a 2-hour movie. If I, played it for 2 hours, it would have been worth it. But kind of cool. Did you play Grounded? I think you said you did on Game Pass.
Was that the one that you're small?
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
I think you're kids,
Yeah,
but you're
yeah,
shrunk.
Yeah, I played
in the
about
backyard.
30 minutes of it.
That
give or
one
take.
kind of looked like
Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of thing.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it reminded me of Destroy All Humans just because it looked like bright and colorful
Right,
and
right.
kind of fun looking.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. It was better than I expected. It wasn't something that I would buy or play for a long time, but it was fun to I did fuck with I think a ladybug, and that thing fucked me up, boy. God damn. Real quick.
And the graphics are cool. They're kind of cartoony though.
Pretty good, yeah. Yeah. And the depth of it was better than I expected. You know what I mean? Like when you're walking and you can kind of see the proportions and all that stuff. I think they did a pretty good job on the art side of that too.
Yeah, that's the part that got me. When I watched a little bit of people playing it on YouTube, I was like, damn, they really did a good job of like the camera angle and making
Yeah.
everything seem so big.
Yeah, Kevin talked about it, and he kind of turned me on to it, so I tried it, and I think I'm with him on this. That's a game that if they spent a little time and refined it and kind of made it a little bit better overall, you know what I mean, tightened up some of the loose ends, that it could be a really fun game to play. you know?
Is it like open world?
I don't know, because I kind of only played so little of it. I don't think so. It looks like it's more of like a level-based, there's a finite end kind of thing.
Gotcha. All right. I think it had like crafting and shit in there too.
Yeah, and that's where I started to kind of that's not my cup of tea. So to speak.
Right,
They're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
find this other thing. And
Go
I was
walk
like,
around
right.
looking for this or that. And you know the people probably are good at it? Just go and read like where to go.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm
They
just
watch
like
a YouTube
following
video.
instructions.
Right.
Like, that's not
Yeah,
fun.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, you've been playing some Call of Duty Zombies, the
That is
remake?
what I am very excited about, actually.
What's the actual game that's remade?
Black Ops 3.
Okay.
And it's basically a reboot of the first version of, I think it's Black Ops 1, but it's just made, they took all the good stuff and basically put it back in and ported it over for Xbox One. I kind of believe I kind of can't believe how long it took for them to do that. You know what I mean? It's basically 10 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it has been 10 years on there? And at first I was kind of apprehensive, like, is it really worth it, this or that? But they had the favorite map on there, the Kino der Toten, and that's like the one where you're in the theater and you have the teleporter and all that. And to me, of all of them, that's the most fun. And being $60, it was an investment, but I'll say this, that it was everything I was hoping for and some. So it was worth it. You know what I mean? I haven't played any of the other maps, but so far, so good.
But, I mean, is it the same exact game?
Pretty much.
But completely different graphics and controls and look?
No, controls are the same. Looks are pretty close to what they were. Just they have some new key things that kind of fuck with you a little bit more. And then it's just a little bit more refined, if that makes sense. It's a little bit brighter in some regards. And then the control and the fluidity, really, really good. Like, it's stable. When it's on, it's really on.
All right.
And the gameplay, they didn't fuck with the core gameplay. That, to me, every other Zombies, they never got quite right since then, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
We played that one
Yep.
recently where we were running around in like medieval times and
that
shit
is-
like that.
no.
But this was kind of the beginning of that.
Yes,
this
was
the
based
original
in like the 40s
concept.
to 50s, right, in like Germany or something, right around World War II. And yeah, it's like the Nazi Germanys are coming after you kind of thing. Like,
I remember
experiment
years
gone
and years ago we played it. We had like a gas station that we were
Yep.
in.
Yep.
And I remember
They had one of those, yeah.
fighting shit
That
with
was
you
really tough.
in a
Yeah.
gas station.
Yeah. Now, this is the one where basically it's just multiple rooms, and they have a teleporter, and you can transport into, like, the projection booth, and you can get your guns upgraded and things like that. But they've all, like, basically they just took all the good parts and just kind of made them a little bit better, you know?
Gotcha.
I
So
w-
if it wasn't your favorite game ever, would you? Then you would have been disappointed. But I think it sounds like you got renewed on playing one of your favorite games you ever played. So it's kind of
yeah. How long it lasts, how long that newness lasts or whatever, yeah. But I don't know. It was fun. Kevin and I got to play the other night, and of course, you know, I told him a whole bunch of things. And I'm like, man, I'm going to school this guy. And before, you know, the second time we played, he's like, oh, yeah, he's doing as well as I am. Like, goddamn.
What?
Like, fuck, oh, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
This was your game. This is your
know.
moment to shine.
No, I'm not going to lie. He was going down a lot, and I was helping him out.
Oh,
you know what I
alright,
mean?
alright.
And ironically, it is kind of interesting to see that since we've been playing so much 2K, that if you've got a weak member of the team, that it'll take the whole team down.
Oh,
kind of
so
thing.
Kevin was
So
fucking
at
you
least
up at
Mayday
first.
knows
Kevin
now.
was my Mayday. You know what I mean?
Right, okay,
He was in the paint.
Yeah, he was in the paint a
Like,
little
dude.
too long. Yeah. I told him I was like, hey, man, don't spend too long in that teleporter. He's like, fuck him down. I'm like, in the paint, buddy, come on. I got
Boy,
you
dicking
then.
around in that
Oh, yeah.
teleporter.
But it's fun. It's really fun when you have, like, some friends playing with you.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Especially when you communicate well. That's really good.
Nice.
Yeah. And I will say, too, it was one of those, it kind of like, there's like a weird, it's repetitious, but there's a certain strategy of the repetition that you kind of have to do, and it's multiple things, and that kind of like sometimes puts my mind at ease sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those nice kind of zone out, but you're kind of playing. You know what I mean? Does that make
So
sense?
you memorize a pattern and see how well you can execute it.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then the rest of it's how well the team plays with you and all that kind of stuff. And
How
then the
well they
variables-
memorize the.
Yeah, and just there's certain times you got to do certain things, you know what I mean? Or there's certain times that are more beneficial to do at other times, you know what I mean? It also depends on how long you're trying to play for. If you're trying to play for like a super marathon, then yeah, you got to bare bones that shit from
So wait,
go.
sometimes you're playing to purposely play bad?
No, but there's like, to me, like a couple of levels of how extreme you play the game, if that makes sense.
Because each time that they respawn, it's more and more. It gets more and more
And
difficult.
hard, right? And then you only have so many weapons, so the more you burn through the weapons, the harder it is as you get to the higher levels. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
got
mean?
you. So
So
you're
that's
trying
like
to conserve some things to use for
Right.
later.
Correct. But it's really hard at a certain point. You're like, fuck. And then if somebody opens the door and kind of gets that whole thing going, then it's like, all right, well, we just got to do it now. You know?
So is it kind of like 2K where there's some toxic people doing some shit that you're like, fuck, now you just fuck this. This
To
one
a s-
person done shot off all
yeah.
the good guns and now
Or
we're...
or he popped off and opened the door too soon. Yes, that's a very bad no, especially in the early, like, certain stages. Like, whoa, why'd you do that? You know? Dogs haven't even
Take
come.
it slow. That dude was like, I only got 15 minutes, then I got to go do my
Right.
homework. Fuck
Yep.
it. You having this door open. Like, door wide open.
Oh, to the flow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but it's fun, man.
So they call
Well, good, man.
with an 18-wheeler.
After getting yelled at in 2K, it's nice that you have something you could go and fucking...
Yeah. I was told I was trying to get more people involved in this game, and they're like, "Oh, we're not going to buy something that you're good at and play."
Oh. I don't think that's it. Shit, I would love to go be the problem for a little while. I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
man, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I just can't play that many games of that type of game. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I get burnt out on it.
Yeah, and the other thing that's refreshing, and Kevin agreed too, was the fact that because they're zombies, it's just they're coming after you. It's not like it's so much of a strategy. I'm playing someone else, so to speak. Instead, I'm playing with the unit that we're fighting
Against
common.
the AI.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And that to me is like a whole different ball of wax compared to playing like the other multiplayer games and all that kind of stuff. It kind of takes it down a notch in a way. And again, kind of makes you work hard on your strategy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the part that always pulls me to 2K is one, like you said, there's a routine and a certain thing you're doing.
Right.
And that changes based on your position.
Yep.
But the part I really like about why you're playing other people is that you can't just memorize a routine
right.
because depending on how they're reacting to it, you have to change it. So
Sure.
that's where, like, I guess I was trying to figure out the other day of why I guess we've been trying to figure out this, why I get some repetitiveness from some video games but not others.
Right.
Because they're all basically the same. Like, you explaining that game, besides when you say guns and open the door, it's the same concept as
Pretty much.
as 2K and
Yeah.
Rocket League
Well,
and
you know
Wildlands. And
You know what's interesting too is one of the key points Kevin found out last night was, and it's the exact, now that we talk about it, each room you do a certain kind of pattern or a certain way to defend that room. You know what I mean? Like each room's a little bit different, but there's 4 guys, you know what I mean? 5, but 4 guys, and they're all kind of have their assignments, you know what I mean? And then you just kind of work as a unit, if it's good, and kind of, you know what I mean?
doing
progress
your
together.
small routines within the big
Right.
routine.
Correct.
I think that's what gets me with 2K though, of how much the strategy keeps changing as the game goes on too. Like I think that's the element that multiplayer puts into it. And I have found, like, playing that Destroy All Humans game, it was weird playing against. I've been playing so many multiplayer games against other people.
Yeah,
It was weird just playing a video game, fucking dicking around.
Right.
Of something that wasn't like that. I'll call it the non-competitive experience.
Sure.
So it's just you goofing off on a video game.
Yeah.
I think that's what Cyberpunk will hopefully offer.
Yeah,
just
that's
that,
going to be interesting, man.
that video
Never see
game
it.
fun.
Yeah, agreed.
If it ever comes out. Allie thinks
Yep.
it's going to come out in 2077. And that name will be correct.
Maybe. Hopefully
Maybe
we'll
the
be dead
name
by
was
then.
the release date.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I really think so. And then they just they'll use that as an excuse. Haha, we've been planning to do that. Got y'all. You know.
I don't think we saved any lives tonight except maybe our own.
That's all that counts sometimes, buddy.
Yeah. Let it fight another day. Next week, hopefully, we'll have a
Live another
special
day.
guest in here. Allie, anything else?
No.
Mayday?
Nah, man.
All right, till next week. Enjoy living the lie and keep it not real.